Hello YouTube, this is Enchanted LifePath TV. We are live once again. It's been a while. Oh my god. Right, where are we? We're over in Charlottesville for the news tonight, which has been this obviously instigated protest, infiltrated with provocateurs, left, right and centre. You can spot them. Let's see if we can see any more within this little shot here. But all we'll have to do is just look down Twitter for the night and Periscope, which I have got a page on now, which I am actively using. All of these little live streams which you see me popping off.
Tyler's like you're trapping people in between them, and then reverse out here as quickly as possible. Somebody could have died from this. I saw somebody on the ground with a leg most separated.
Right, just for the sake of the volume on the stream, I'm just going to move my seating position a moment. So, right, that's cool. Also, just let me get my chair. And just let me set the moon one more time. There we go. Got the moon. I'm not spending all night trying to find that again. Right, let's watch this, see what's happening.
And I could see meat hanging out. I saw shoes. There's countless shoes on the ground. Blood on the ground. This is what we're dealing with. Holy shit. Are you guys looking for the silver Mustang that hit everybody? What a chaotic scene. I need to get ambulances in here now, so they're clearing the street. Clearing the street to get ambulances in.
Did y'all get the car? It's great to be on the ground. It's bumping is coming up.
Yeah, dude. It was like a silver Mustang or something. What was that?
No, what about the officer that was running behind the car?
It was two
What about the officer that was running behind the car? What did he do?
Oh, he was right in the crowd. No, he backed out and got away.
Got away.
Yeah, dude. We got him on camera. We got his car on camera. We're going to his license plate.
This ain't about time.
Holy shit, folks. Please share this broadcast on Twitter and Facebook.
He's right next to the car when he came by. Did you see it?
It was like a gray car tinted out windows came slamming into people. I see.
Are you okay?
I'm okay, but I saw one guy with his leg busted open. There was like there's shoes all over the ground, blood all over the ground.
Why are there no ambulances right now?
Quite crazy scenes. But again, how staged was it? Because to have a load of, let's just give this guy a follow. How staged was it also to have had these scenes? Sorry, that says Charlotte because I've been looking at her family again because I won't let this drop. We'll get to that again later. But look, there she is in 2014 in Glasgow. And here she is again with Ariana Grande in Manchester, the big fake mum. But we're not going to touch on her. I've just got her stream open. What my point is, we've got all of this protest happening. The white v black, the racist, the supremacist, the black supremacists. Now, what's been going on? To have so many people in one boiling in one boiling pot, so to say. And then for this murder to happen, and then a car to come wheeling in, who started the violence, and then who was driving the car? How did the man get away? Look at that. What was that scene in the middle? Because it looks like someone... Looks like we maybe download this and watch it slow down. I should have paused it then. Just let me check I am actually sharing my screen and get into the chat. Not even sharing the screen, God's sake. Sorted. Everyone's probably been telling me in the chat, haven't they? Right. Okay. It's now sharing. I wonder if it was at the start. Just watching the footage of this car slamming in because I want to get this little... This in between here. This person. Or a dummy that's exploded out of the back of this car. You can see an arm there. And then magically gone somehow. Who was driving that car? Who sent the order in for that to happen?
People are badly hurt. Oh my God, badly hurt. Badly hurt. We need paramedics right now. Holy shit. The car just drove into people, causing a multi-chain accident. Somebody might be dead, folks. Somebody might, holy shit. Come on, man. Holy shit. The car just drove into people. Somebody's really badly injured on the ground. And then the car smashed into other cars and then backed out of there. It was completely tinted up. Completely tinted up. Oh my God. Oh my God. So somebody knew the march was coming, and before the march could get underway of resistance, the Antifa and anti-racist, some racist dicks smashed into people. Holy shit. He rammed into the back of a line of cars. People were pinned in between cars. People on the ground, blood on the ground. Chaotic. And the car reversed and sped out of here. Completely tinted windows. You could not see who was in it. The cops just now getting here. Where the fuck were you? We got it.
I was there no police on all of that street by all of them people. Who was driving the blacked out car? This stinks. This absolutely stinks. We need to come into the chat already and come and say hello to everyone, don't I? Right, where are we? Charlottesville. Yeah. Dun dun dun. 2 likes, thank you. We like. Where are we? Charlottesville. Yeah, shut up, Carlos. Charlie, no picture. We sorted it now. Carl, I'm just going to Egypt. Be right back. You taking Mo Salah with you? Yep. Well, let's have a look what's been going on in the chat here. Marcus, thanks for coming in. She's got the new feed. Charlie Dillon, thank you for coming in once again as well. For watching now. Colin, Carl, no. Marcus Rice, a half a short. Love the Mark and Mindy reference. Here's a loony. I wouldn't wait for a woman this long. I know. Meet your show tonight every 96 years. Whoa, that number popped up, has it? Again, we need to look into that one. Thanks a lot. 5 likes, 6, consistent. Nice one. Have you seen his hair? Right there, yes, at least they have the excuse of doing their hair for keeping you so long. Yep, Carl, I'm just going to Egypt, but I'll be back. I suffer with depression and spend a lot of time alone, but waiting here for Carl is like the Samaritans, not answering the phone. Nobody loves me, I'll be back later. Sounds as good. I have a 5-foot Wharfdales, no picture. Me with me clown streams. 3Z now, all 3. Easy, Carl. Now then, see, says David, and Ben Copley's in here. I know. We can't say nothing, can we? But we know who was driving the car, though. Feds. Who is this journalist as well? He was nicely on point. Who is he? Let's have a look. Is he known? He's not on the iLive team. He's not on. Is he? Revolutionary. Is he cool or is he a plant? Just keep watching.
On camera. It was like a gray Mustang, possibly all tinted out windows.
Do you know what he sounds like? The one in the Trump riots, and he was saying, "Mic check, mic check." Yeah. Fuck Trump riots. Fuck Trump riots. We have the right. Right there. We need to do a voice check on him. Voice check, voice check. He's going to be at a lot of them, but he's nicely placed. Alright, let's keep going. You'll see all my videos now that I've had to put on lockdown. I want to do a voice check on this fella. There's a method to the madness. There he is. Hilarious FDT, fuck Donald Trump. Idiots explained. What the hell were they thinking? I changed the title to past tense. Right. I love the music too much. Right, just want to do a mic check on this fella. Mic check, mic check. Start putting the song on for him. I get around. I get around. Get around, get around, get around. The same people sending the footage in, getting the footage out. You might be alright, you might all be telling me in chat, no, Carly's cool. I think it's after this, right? I think I've gone past it. What's going on? Yeah, let's just stop that there. Stop the journey. There's all the sheep. He's not here. Might be. Might be. Not quite there.
Don't push us, and there won't be a problem. We're fine. We're not pushing you. Don't push us.
This the boys I got to come tonight? Yeah, this is a pretty sweet turnout.
Can't even play these. Can't even play the music. Here it is.
We have the right to peacefully assemble. Who gave you the right to take my right away? Who gave you the right to take my right?
That sounds like him, listen. Tie this up, shall we? Just let me just pause because that's him who I'm talking about. It might not be, it might just be just a normal voice within a million voices, but it might just be a little plank going around everywhere, getting on camera.
We have the right to peacefully assemble. Who gave you the right to take my right away?
Of his head then, and I don't think it looked like him. Never know though. Black and white. Still don't know. Anyway, next. We'll go back to looking at this. Just want to come into the chat a moment. The chat's still normal where it was. The chat's where it was. That's going on the last days. And there's a pointer to the title as well, obviously, because within the initial report, stop going to that. Within the initial report, it was the 9/11 within the code. Because what they were 1 dead, 19 injured. Another story which we're going to be looking into. Golders Green, mum 66, daughter 33 stabbed. We have got a manhunt underway now in the UK in relation to this story. So there's a 66, a 33. Golders Green is 77. GG is 77. So we've got a 33, 66 and 77. Just things like that, what we're going to be looking into tonight. And amongst others, just catching up on a little story, a chance to look into. This stupid ass Chloe Ailing lying through her backside straight away. 2 minutes out, the whole country knew she was lying. So this time they had to backtrack on the story and release a report saying, oh, she's been lying themselves, though, because they pulled her off that crap. It was that crap. She a lawyer the next day. Unbelievable. So we'll start looking into stuff like that. Just want to check this out again in a minute to show you this top stream. It's this same fella, revolutionary. Oh, this is important. It's thrown up. He couldn't get it out. Let's see what he looks like, though. Little midget. Why's he got a crash helmet on like the UN? That's him. That's the same one that we've just heard. The fair air. You got it right. It was, you know. Found him. I think. My opinion. Mention that Donald Trump has been out claiming states of emergency. The car attack in Charlottesville looks absolutely intentional. This was an act of domestic terrorism. State-sponsored, media-sponsored. Charlottesville counter-protest now marching to Atlanta City Hall. This is the been saying. tells protesters who came to Charlottesville to hear people to go home. Looks like another actor. Also can hear police cars in the distance in where I am here now. Which is normal. Just hear what crap he's talking.
You are not wanted in this great commonwealth. Shame you. You pretend that you're patriots, but you are anything but a patriot.
Won't fool me once. Shame on you. Haha. I pet goat.
You want to talk about patriots? Talk about Thomas Jefferson and George Washington, who brought our country together. You think about the patriots today, the young men and women who are wearing the cloth of our country. Although they're putting them in danger. You are not. You came here today to hurt people. And you did hurt people. But my message is clear. We are stronger than you. You have made our Commonwealth stronger. You will not succeed. There is no place for you here. There is no place for you in America. We work here today to bring people together, to unify folks. I remind you all that we are a nation of immigrants. Unless you're Native American, the first ships that came to Jamestown, Virginia in 1607. And since that time, many people have come to our great country to unite us. Our diversity, that mosaic tile of immigrants is what makes us so special. And we will not let anyone come here and destroy it. So please, go home and never come back. Take your hatred and take your bigotry. There is no place. If I can give you a piece of advice, use your time and energy to help people. Come with me to a homeless shelter. Come with me to help a veteran find a job or a place to live. That's what we need help on, to bring people together. I spoke to the president this afternoon, and we had a conversation, and I told the president that there's got to be a movement in this country to bring people together. The hatred and rhetoric that has gone on.
Don't know why these are all in terrible resolutions. The mayhem they cause. Knew there was going to be something happening in America next. Been a very cryptic couple of weeks again, it has.
I spoke to the president this afternoon, and we had a conversation, and I told the president that there has got to be a movement in this country to bring people together. The hatred and rhetoric that has gone on and has intensified over the last couple months is dividing this great nation. We need to work together. I told the president that twice. I'd be willing to work with you if we can work together to bring people together. But stop the hate speech, stop the rhetoric in this country. We have got to bring people together.
Straight away.
But we are a great commonwealth, and we are a great nation. And we are even stronger today because of those actions of those people who came with their bigotry and hatred.
Straight away, running with the narrative, straight away. Unite, unite. What's this just been called up here? Unite, unite the right. Tomorrowland, unite. It's all we're seeing, just the words unite. Let's have a look at the words unite, shall we? Just a moment. I never get the GMR to the calculator up no more because Zachary K. Hubbard absolutely ruins it. There, unite. Just want to look at this word. Unite. 96, 69, 3, 24, 6, 33. 3, yeah. 6, Not surprised. Unite the right. 7s and 11s. 74, 7, 11, 187. Oh, damn, equal 84. Unbelievable. 17 letters, 2 words. See little narratives building. You need a movement. Knew something was going to happen. What are the 3 Zs? Well, I honestly love Michael Rappaport. What are the 3 Zs? If they come from car or if they come from stabbings or something elsewhere, I'll take the answers over in the chat. No picture. Jewish area, not surprised at all. Hey, Charlie, we'll start looking into that one in a moment as well, just because all of these have got the little numbers in. All of these. We will also look at the pervy police helicopter pilot who's been jailed this week, and the fact that there's been the police £10,000 to help with court cases relating to fake child trafficking, cases which they're now saying, with the police are just basically trying to act like the big heroes. Oh, look at us, look how great we are, we've just put all these away. Well, why haven't you been doing it about all the other kids for years and years and years on end? Like, stop this big show of strength, because all this show of strength means is that, oh, look, we've got loads of foreigners in our country, we've let them all in, now they're all like grooming all our children and everything. Just blame the foreigners, take the diversion off the BBC themselves or someone like that, and then bag and tag everyone. Oh, we're going to have to tag everyone even more so we know where everyone is. So, you know, because all these foreigners keep coming in and grooming all our kids. Let's put ID chips in everyone. That's what's coming out of all this shit that's happened this week. Bollocks. Like, let's go back over here. And see if there's been any more posters on this. Yeah, there's another 183. Get more off the press than this, can't we? How's that? Are they putting fires out there or something? Or is it just, no, it's just glare in the window? 1 dead, 19 injured, car plows into protesters. I like the video. What you need to know about Charlottesville. Luke Radowski. We Are Change gives you the latest. I'm not listening to a word Luke Radowski says. Rodkowski. Is he Canadian or Jewish? All these new people. A lot of it's good, but come on. You are not Americans. Right, we need to spot something which you've seen before. It was on the news, but there was people with all black shields with X's on them. They're the plan straight away. Car runs into crowd, driving into Charlottesville protest. These are all videos. There's some on the videos tab. So just fix yourself. Pretty top. You can take drama classes if you don't cry. Double standards. People just tweeting crap. Unite the right. Over 1 million people have dropped off the food stamp roll since President Trump took office. You are not Americans. 1933. You need to watch what he has to say. The biggest wizard I've ever seen in my life, with all his hocus pocus, with his hands and his words and his locked and loaded. Watch a match the day before, the highlights programme for the football. The first thing Gary Lineker said, he had Alan Shearer and right with him. He said, we are locked and loaded. The teams are all locked and loaded and ready to go for the season. and he said to Alan Shearer and Ian Wright, two goal scorers from the past in the Premier League, just for anyone watching in America. He says Alan Shearer and Ian Wright, you two got a fire and fury as well, didn't you? Something like that. Just running with the team, making little jokes out of it. And then I cannot believe what I actually watched on BBC Two. I'm going to have to drag it up. Definitely going to have to drag it up and make a point of this programme. The worst, most unbelievable, subliminal crap ever about some sort of post-tidal wave tsunami in England, which destroys all of England. And it was some bullshit. It was like a little pantomime in the water. People were just in water like this. Little 3 people were on little rafts and what have you. And they were all going on about some fucking mermaid that saves the day and and comes out the water. The girl that comes out the water, and her name was Gloriana. And I was just thinking Ariana Grande and Gloriana. So we need to keep our eyes out for all this. I'll drag that up because it was so bullshit and cryptic and predictive programming. It was unbelievable. That's something else we are going to have to drag up. But first, let's listen to this clown.
So we're closely following the terrible events unfolding in Charlottesville, Virginia. In the strongest possible terms, this egregious display of hate.
With his mouth, he looks like his mouth's been superimposed. That's not his mouth. Like, who is a her? That's what he speaks like.
Bigotry and violence on many sides.
Let's see all your hand movements. Let's count them.
On many sides. It's been going on for a long time in our country. Not Donald Trump, not Barack Obama. It's been going on for a long, long time. There's no place in America. What is vital now is a swift restoration, the protection of innocent lives. No citizen should ever fear for their safety.
So you're all getting locked up. Tell you what, he's Kevin Spacey out of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. That's his little role. Anyone wants to go and see what I mean about that, just look at all the links to Korea, the way all the attacks start in Korea. The way billionaire comes, charges all the military. First thing he does is turns it on everyone. But it all starts in Korea as well.
And security in our society. And no child should ever be afraid to go outside and play or be with their parents and have a good time.
They weren't outside playing with the parents. It was a protest. Do you know that you've organised? And then you've also sent down these supremacists, and you've also sent the blacks down. You've also had the feds, the spooks driving that car that just ran into everyone and then pulled away. You've had all the police pulled away from that position. Why was there no police there? Come on. You know, we've all watched films all our life. We know how shit works.
I just got off the phone with the governor of Virginia, Terry McAuliffe, and we agreed that the hate and the division must stop, and must stop right now. We have to come together as Americans with love for our nation and true affection, really, and I say this so strongly, true affection for each other.
Fake ass puppet clown. Should we go and look at your true affection all over Trump Towers? Or Apollyon etched into all the walls, left, right and centre. Never believed a word this man said. Go and look at one of my videos, see if any one of them are pro-Trump or pro-Hillary. I tore the arse out of the pair of them. Look at this. It's like Masonic buildings we have in Liverpool. Every city in the world. In your own time. CNN, MSNBC, would you believe that white supremacists in Charlottesville, but it was two witnesses. Trump tweet, there's no kind of place for this violence in America. We're going to make America great again. We're going to get rid of all these scumbags off our own streets. We're going to go and cause World War III with everyone. 3:22, look, 3 seconds, glitch, 22, 6:22. Right, let me just try and shut one of these. Get my website shut as well. Predominantly Jewish. Still going to look into that. Hello, Ben. Want to see these people with the black shields with the X's on them? Find some of them again. Don't like how this is working. Man arrested after mum and his daughter stabbed to death, so they have made an arrest. Man arrested both the daughter, 33 years old, the mum 66. Suspected knife man was 27. Golders Green is 77 again. News JS. Let's have a look at Golders Green. While Twitter loads itself up a moment. Arrest after 2 women stabbed to death in Golders Green. Postcode district NW11. Another 11 postcode. Population 18. 81.8. Finchley and Golders Green, UK Parliament. NW2 is NW1111 though as well at the same time. Golders Green is an area in the borough of Barnet in England, although the settlement history goes back to the 18th century. Golders Green is essentially a late 19th century suburban development. Let me check, it's still sharing the screen. Yeah. Waiting for the satellite to pop up. NW11 8BT. Gedesia. Clitterhouse playing fields. Not sure how big the area is. Let's have a look at it in a sec. Not surprised again. 6s and 3s, full reduction 66, 12 letters, 2 words. Just give it the same little light key. Still eager just to see more footage from over in Charlottesville and the reasons. It's been quite a while since the kick-off in America. I'm not surprised there was one there. Let's just shut down feeds down. Golders Greeners. As a foreigner, I think that Trump should give an order to open fire to both sides, neo-Zionist and Antifa protest. And of course, if they break into riots, they should give both sides to think. It's unbelievable because when you see things like this happen in America, you do always see that's what he wants: martial law and New World Order. Martial law and go to war when everyone's already under martial law. It is just completely scripted down to that's it. It is the first big domestic thing of knowing something's going to happen in America next. It had to. I know a lot's happened anyway, just in all around the world. We've had Paris, we've had little things happen in England. Look at like this, just little codes being fired out at us. And little stories like this, when we look at the proper stories about it, let's just go for Golders Green. Gold and green as well. Synagogue building for the future. The Guardian, just a Joshua Cohen, Jewish name, was detained on Saturday afternoon after the fatal stabbing of a mother and daughter in Golders Green. Another thing, when we look at today's date on the pagan calendar, it is one of them blank dates that have been going on about all year. I'm not surprised all little chaos has started to happen today, especially over in America. Police have arrested a man after the mother and daughter were found fatally stabbed in their North London home. The woman, aged 66 and 33, were found with stab wounds in the property in Golders Green on a Friday night and declared dead at the scene. Metropolitan Police have launched a manhunt for the 27-year-old Joshua Cohen, who says that they had paranoid schizophrenia and knew both women. He was arrested on Saturday afternoon in a park in Golders Green in connection with the deaths. Detective Inspector Ian Lott of Met's Homicide and Major Crime Command said, following a recent media appeal and discerning member of the public alerted police to a real-time sighting, and officers moved quickly to detain and arrest the man they wanted for questioning shortly before 1400 hours. This was a devastating attack on 2 women in their homes. The 2 women as well is another 11. So breaking it down, so we've got what numbers in there: 11, 33, 77 taken from the GG in the Golders Green, and 66. So we've got 11, 33, 66, 77. Right, where is he up to there? Our investigation's ongoing. Formal identification and post-mortem examinations have yet to take place, but police are confident they know the identity of the victims. The next of kin have been informed. We have a small favour to ask. More people are reading it. Oh no, that's just their little advert. Anyway, Charlottesville, Trump under fire after failing to denounce white premises. Far-right rally descends into violence in Charlottesville. These websites tend to cause a little bit of havoc. Belinda Carlisle, after 3 decades of cocaine, I can't believe I'm not dead. We've done a little decode on here last year. Dig that up on the while I'm uploading all the stuff again and having to go through everything again. Far-right crowds with torches in circles counter protest group. No way. Charlottesville, 1 dead after car rams into the counter-protesters at a far-right gathering. This is what the mainstream is saying. Hey, Carl, hey, everyone, you also had the oldest man die yesterday as you. He was 113. That's what he wants. Martial law. Yeah, he also had the oldest man's eye yesterday. 113 years old, that's unbelievable. I'm gonna sneeze. Couldn't even cope living till 113. But well spotted and well said as well, Pure Matrix. Cryptic as it comes this week as well. Who else have we seen? Never mind Trump with all these little fiascos, because the last thing I remember when Trump first took over and he launched his 62 missiles at Syria, thinking he was hard. Oh, look at me, I've got rockets. And then next thing he sent his little armada off towards North Korea. So all these boats, about 6 or 7 or 8 of them, all went off in a little attack formation in the big V, sailing off, saying, oh, look at us, we're going to put the shit up Korea now. And then the next thing says, oh, it's lost. The car St. Vincent's lost. It should have been heading that way, and it ends up by Australia somewhere. So, you know, what's exactly going on? Because as far as I'm concerned, every television and computer in this world, everything that's plastic, anything with a plug on nearly, is made from in China or over them directions anyway. China, a lot of it, LG, is made in South Korea. So when wars break off, no one's getting no LG tellies anymore. But what I want to know is, how come all these people who were the pinnacles of innovation in our era, in our age, every single person here, we've all just grew up in made in China world. So how come when we see television streams coming over about Kim Jong-il, they're still showing you every rocket that sends up, they just show you a clip of a rocket going up, and I don't know where they get that clip of that rocket from. I haven't got a clue where that information always comes from. All the news reports always get a clip of a rocket, right? So then, and then they show you the same little cutback of Kim Jong-un looking at it in his binoculars. All his little stupid little gay-looking little generals and whatever, clapping and jumping up and clapping and skipping behind him with joy when the rockets took off, and it just doesn't look normal. So then the next, I just want to see some real footage. Like, you watch it, and it's just like, this is fake. This is fake as fuck as well, if I've ever seen it. This is the fakest thing I've ever seen. All these North Koreans, they've been showing me the same footage of the same bunker, of the same rockets going up now for the last 10 years. So my point is, or what my point was before I went off into one about the HD televisions and everything, why do we still see crap footage? Why does it still look like it's like from television from like 1972 or something? When they're the ones making televisions, why can't they send good television signals to us? China's the same. Time you see television, why are they just shortchanging people with crap television? That's about 128p or something. You have to look at it. It pisses me off. I was going to look at how fake and how to date their television was, but while I'm here, I'm just going to look at Chloe lying, ailing. It's unbelievable floozy.
3 weeks on from her release, Chloe returned to the UK this weekend to her home here in
3 weeks on to the release, she's just got home now. She had this devastating ordeal. Can't believe how terrible it's been. She just thought she was getting sold on the black market. She's been took out on shopping sprees and then took home. She's walking around here now in a little pair of skimpy hot pants with her tits out. She let the sausage dog run out with her. She's bending down for the camera, rubbing the dog's nose and her tits and everything. Watch this.
Coulsdon in Surrey.
This is all I seen and heard, and I said, she's lying, this is bullshit, she's lying through her teeth, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life, how fake's this? I've actually liked the BBC video because I want it in my feed, so people can watch it and laugh.
I've been through a terrifying experience.
It looks like it. Come on.
For my life, second by second, minute by minute,
Look,
hour by hour.
Catch your pose.
Second by second, minute.
Still not on purpose, look. She's got an arse up. That's it. What's all this for? To be photo moment with the dog. It's bestiality.
In it hour by hour. I am incredibly
Not wrong with you.
grateful to the Italian and the UK authorities for all they have done to secure my safe release. I have just arrived home after 4 weeks of being in Italy. I haven't had the time to gather my thoughts, so I'm not at liberty to say anything further until I have been debriefed by the UK police.
Just 20 and still starting out in her glamour modelling career, Chloe Ayling landed a dream photo shoot.
Publicity stunts, or was it just like one of these little media hoaxes, right? Which was designed to lead into, like I said before, all these, because we've also had a sex trial. Let's see, the pedo police pay pedo 10k. Let's just write that. Unbelievable. Child rapist. Child rapist paid £10,000 to spy on underage sex parties. It's like giving someone who's got a gambling addiction £10,000 to go to the casino. Now look how cryptic all of this is, right? The recruitment emerges as 18 people. Oh my God, straight away, I'm not even reading it. Right, they are convicted of charges including rape, supplying drugs and inciting prostitution, right? But look, they pulled out all these, like these are all the ones who we've got to be scared of. These are the ones who we've got to be fearful of. These are all snatching all our kids off the streets. That's where all these kids on missingkids.co.uk, right? Let's go to it's come onto the right one. They've just revamped the website up. Search for missing children. Where's the list? It's now managed by missing people. I wonder if they'll be more helpful, because I phoned them last time over Alistair and he said, we're a helpline. I said, hello, can you help me please? And he went, no, we can't help you. Missing as of July the 1st, 31st, I'm so sorry. Where's the proper list? What we used to have, the website's just slightly changed. It's going to be the same point though. But what my point is, now they're making out like these are the ones who were snatching all the kids, these are the ones we've got to be scared of, these are the ones who were grooming everyone, all these people who no one can probably even account for. Where's the one off the actual documentary? The police done like a little, right, he's not even on there. They arrested a couple of people. Yeah.
Sordid trade on the streets of Newcastle, mostly in the more deprived areas of the city's West End, where they saw vulnerable young victims.
Unless that's him. This one here. Keep your eye on him a moment.
Victims as easy pickings. Operation Sanctuary was a vast investigation that identified 278 victims, many of them exploited by a network of men using free drugs and alcohol to lure young women and girls into their vice ring before sexually assaulting or raping them. But it was the controversial use by Northumbria police of a convicted child rapist as an informant, paid £10,000 for his work,
this is piss
that
take.
Overshadowed the success.
Absolute piss take.
Of this enormous investigation. Overshadowed the success. Informant paid £10,000 for his work that overshadowed the success.
Paid £10,000 for his work, or for his socialising, going to child sex parties or grooming sessions and armed with £10,000. You know,
The police of a convicted child rapist as an informant, paid £10,000 for his work. Of a convicted child rapist as an informant, paid £10,000 for his work that overshadowed the success of this enormous investigation.
Enormous investigation. They've only put 18 people away. Enormous investigation, right? How many police did they should be doing this every single day? And it should only take like a day. Hang on, yeah. Go to the house, so this is bang on. You're under arrest, you. So easy. Making it all out to be ours. It's not ours. Convict who can be named as XY was tasked to assist the force with its investigation into child sexual exploitation in Newcastle, defending his force's use of an informant. Northumbria Police Chief Constable Steve Ashman says he would not rule out using a convicted rapist to aid an investigation again. Oh, people just go around raping everyone now because the police will pay them £10,000 to go to somewhere where there's going to be more people where they can potentially rape.
The NSPCC said it beggared belief.
There's some serious, very serious questions in relation to how the police in Northumbria thought that this decision-making was okay and thought that it was safe to put this convicted child rapist in contact with such vulnerable children.
Northumbria's Chief Constable defended
Chief Cunt
his force's deployment of a paedophile.
Where's the outrage?
Was unpalatable as this.
Oh, it's just all of this, like, oh, let's all, paedophile save the day, let's pay them £10,000 to rewarding them. Now all the public, now just taxpayers' money just all been spent on this paedophile, £10,000 of it. But now, like, the public are all that little bit more warming towards paedophiles. Oh, well, that one saved the day. So as we're seeing, glory, paedophiles and trannies and everything, it's unbelievable.
It is, and it is to me, you know, as a man, as a human being, as a father,
as a Freemason,
it is difficult for me to get my head around. But we have to step into a murky, a dangerous and a shadowy world. And the people who are going to provide us with that information to protect victims, they are the very people who themselves may well have committed these vile acts.
Victims gave evidence to the police in an investigation stretching over several years.
We are aware of the profound impact that these offences have had.
Before, you just were aware, if you know what I mean.
On the young girls at the centre of this operation, and it is our sincere hope that they will draw some comfort from the convictions. Through their courageous actions, they may well have prevented other vulnerable women and girls from falling victim to this group.
Operation Sanctuary has used methods that not every force would sanction, but in Newcastle, the Chief Constable said that given the same...
Look at this tranny, I've seen it before. We've seen this somewhere. Look at his glasses, look, we have.
Given the same circuit.
Whoa. Stop fading when I pause you.
Circumstances, he would do the same again, knowing that this city was a much safer place as a result. Mike McCarthy, Sky News, Newcastle.
Can I just make a quick point while we're here, please? Right. Why isn't this not still?
Here's the Prime Minister. We'll see for ourselves.
Why is this still not on the back of every single page in the world? It's gone. Police investigate rape claim against top footballer. Right there. There we go. UK United Kingdom football sexual abuse scandal. A sexual abuse scandal involving mainly young males, English victims, was revealed in mid-November 2016 when former professional footballers waived their right to anonymity and talked publicly about child sexual abuse by former football coaches in the 1970s, 80s and 90s, and probably now. Echoing similar revelations in the 90s, the initial 2016 allegations centred on abuse of young players at Crewe Alexandra and Manchester City due to the club's associations with Barry Bennell, previously convicted of sexual offences in the US and UK, who became the first person charged with, by June 2017, 55 new offences of historical sexual abuse. The Jimmy Savile of football, but they're all the same. We'll see why in a moment. Allegations were also made against a former Newcastle United youth coach, George Ormerod, imprisoned in 2002 for offences against young footballers in the area, and in July 2017 facing 35 new charges. Point being, both of these men walked from job to job within the sport after the convictions, previous convictions. Okay, and former scout Eddie Heath at Chelsea, together with allegations that both clubs tried to cover up the abuse. Bob Higgins, a coach of Southampton, and Peterborough was also subject of allegations, and in July 2017 was charged with 65 offences. Kept all this quiet, didn't he? Now all these new little charges, I'm dying to drag this up. In early December 2016, allegations about the former youth coaches in Northern and scouts in Northern Ireland and Scotland also started to emerge, with some individuals, including 3 associated with Celtic Boys Club, charged with new offences in 2017. By mid-December, in response to allegations from 350 individuals, the Football Association, the Scottish FA, several football clubs and over 20 UK forces had established various inquiries and investigations. By June 30th, 2017, the number of affected clubs has grown to 328, with 276 identified suspects, 741 alleged victims, and 1,886 incidents. Okay. Alleged abusers listed below in order: November the 22nd, 11:22, 33. November the 16th, this is Barry Bennell, the Beast, as he's known. Bennell history. March 22, 3:22. Listed in the court in Liverpool. Bennell was charged in January 2018, so that trial's coming to Liverpool. Unbelievable. On March 2017, 7th of March, 3/7/21, Bennell was charged with a further count of child sexual abuse. He appeared at South Cheshire Magistrates via court link on March 13, 313. An additional 4 charges were also made and was remanded in custody to appear at Chester Crown Court on March 22, and all 20 charges against him were dealt with altogether. At that hearing, Bennell pleaded not guilty to 14 counts of indecent assault at the monster, 5 counts of buggery and 1 count of attempted buggery. The case was adjourned until the 3rd of July 2017 at Liverpool Crown Court, with a trial likely to be listed for January 2018 in Liverpool. In May, so he's been doing stuff to, like, this is all people because he was like in the area of Liverpool as well. In May 2017, Bennell was charged with a further 21 offences, 18 counts of indecent assault, 2 of serious sexual assault, and 1 of attempted sexual assault relating to 4 boys aged between 14 and 16, and alleged to have taken place between 1983 and 91. He appeared via video link at Cheshire South Magistrates Court on May the 17th. The 3rd of July hearing at Liverpool Crown Court will now cover all 41 charges. So that's where he's going to see his fate sealed, in Liverpool. All of these monsters here. On former Leicester City, Tony Bryan told the BBC that he'd been abused from the age of 12 by club scout Ted Langford. Aston Villa, when Langford moved to Aston Villa, all the clubs implicated: Harry Dunn, March 24. It was reported 84-year-old former youth scout Harry Dunn, who worked at Liverpool implicated. Every single club, Rangers and Chelsea, have been arrested by Scottish police investigating allegations of historical sex abuse. Scumbag. So when we have these running around, look at us saving the day. Not them, sorry. What is it? When we see these, pronounce all these like these are the ones we should fear. Just completely hiding the fact that the real people you should fear is well documented. We'll just say that. Just say that tongue in cheek. Unbelievable. Come back into the chat and say hello. Hello. Let's have a watch now. What's up, BLP? Hey, Pure Matrix. Overstand, how are we feeling? Hello, amigo. How are you doing? Let's have a little look. Let's catch up here. Champs-Élysées, was she, yeah, when the last Paris attacks happened? Hey, Carl, everyone. I wouldn't climb over there to get to you. 8 out of 10 pedos caught by hunters are white. Better half of them are Mongi as well, and the rest of them have got backpacks on the bag. Chloe Eiling was also on the Champs-Élysées when the last Paris attacks happened. Unbelievable. Good to see you in Overstand. We are free. Hey, Pure Matrix. They got a bullshit story. I give them to that. Most people believe it. Yep. This one, I just think this one. The child rapist, all this is just bullshit again, like you say. Just so we all get documented. Everyone's kids can get RFID chips. They'll never do that in this country. Imagine he's done that, all the missing kids. Unbelievable. Just switching chips off. That's what they'll do then. Let's just get back in the chat. Hunters on FB. Hunters on FB catching pedos, about 5 a week, 5 in one day last week. Unbelievable. Police can't even do that. And welcome back, Marcus. Here's a spanner. Got your spanner. And who have we got here? Overstand being welcome back. And sorry, welcomed into tonight's feed. What else have we got in the title here? Charlottesville. So have a little look back at what's happening there now. Find some other streams as well. Just to see. 66. What's this witch saying? Should we listen to her? No. What's this witch saying? She just got thrown here then. Unbelievable. Look. I need that slower. And in a better resolution. Might watch that on YouTube in a minute, you know, so we can slow it down. Now's the time for every decent white American to prove he or she loves this country. Unbelievable. Where's my website? It's easy to say in a minute. Some already have pepper spray downtown. Antifa members are showing up. Let's have a look at this. The 24. Where are we? Hate division must stop, says a hateful and devise. When with Hillary and Obama, the terrorist attacks will only get worse. Politically correct fools won't even call it what it is. Radical Islam. Rachel Barnhart's having her 2 pence worth 1 minute ago. Statement on Charlottesville. Every community in America should be taking a hard look at itself tonight, including Rochester. Our community is still battling racism and equality. What's changing is people don't feel the need to hide under the white hood or cover of darkness. President Trump enables this behaviour when he avoids calling what happened today what it is: white supremacy, anti-Semitism and terrorism. We need leaders who will stand up to hate. Shady just built 2 sides instantly, 2 pillars. Now, and America's just going to be all that stupid again to just fall for it. Seeing the little build up and the little possibilities what could happen in the hashtag FCT fuck Donald Trump protests, border riots, what happens when he actually got voted in. So, and then they never really done nothing at the inauguration. They all shit themselves. But now look, I was dismayed to see fellow Americans wearing swastikas, doing a Nazi salute and committing violence. I stand with everyone condemning what happened in Charlottesville, and I stand ready to fight hate in Rochester. Brian Campbell, in case you don't know, Rep. Tom Garrett stands for a pick of a meeting with the organisers of tomorrow's racist rally. All smiles. Got this behind them as well. Jew. Unbelievable. 6 hours ago. That's a bit too long. This is what civil war looks like. All people tweeting in Spanish. Kids are handing out candles as dusk grows in Austin, Charlottesville. What's going on? How Hillary campaign deliberately elevated Donald Trump. It did. Purposely elevated him. Corey Gardner urges Trump to label Charlottesville white nationalist. What they are. So sorry for Charlottesville in Germany. Obama quotes Mandela in response to Charlottesville. Trending story dedicated to trend Elijah, whatever. Bullshit. Searching for the clitoris. What's this? This isn't what he says when people shows up with torches, is it really? Seriously? All these CIA plants, all these news producers. Do you reckon this is looks like Back to the Future in the background as well, doesn't it? So this is what it's turned into, like pagan ritual. Who are these? This is just a piss take picture, isn't it, surely? SWAT stormed into parking garage 5 minutes ago. Let's have a look.
Stand over here somewhere. Please, Scott, let these guys work.
Sure thing, man. Thanks.
Stand over here somewhere. Please, Scott, let these guys work.
Sure thing, man. Thanks.
Being funny, you know, about 90% of people who look like him play with kids.
It's all good.
All these producers and everyone all on site, all there. How's everyone now?
Thanks.
Yeah, you can just hang out over there.
Can you maybe brief just a little bit as to what happened?
Just get on that side.
No. But here's the...
Yeah, just back like the southern parking spots. Back up. Don't make me tell you again.
Police walking out, rape kits, zip ties on the pockets, strapped to the belts, I mean.
Yeah, sorry guys, we're being told to back up. And I can't really get any closer. Yeah, I'm live on my personal page. So what we can see is that there are 2 vehicles with doors, all the doors open. SWAT stormed into this parking garage.
Between 3 and 5 people are being detained.
Let me see if I can zoom in. We don't know much information yet. But yeah, it looks like some people are being detained. And guys, I'm sorry, we can't get any closer. I've just been threatened by the police that not to be told one more time. There is a blue pickup truck and a black Volkswagen Passat, all with the doors open. People are sitting on the ground, and I don't see anyone getting cuffed at the moment. You?
But it looks like they're looking into the cars. things that have been going on inside. They, like, one car looks like it's full contents have been evacuated, but they're looking into the hood. One car is on. It's really unclear. I count 1, 2,
sitting on the ground.
3 people sitting on the ground, possibly detained.
And these look like members from the, like, from what I can see. Well, he's wearing a
helicopter shirt. Yeah, it's reminiscent of what anarchist activists told us this morning, is that the right wing makes threats of wanting to take left wingers on helicopter rides, much like this, and the American Pinochet regime would take people on helicopter rides out into the middle of the ocean, throw them to the depths.
So guys, just to those of you that are just tuning in, this is not in relation to the car attack that occurred about an hour and a half ago. They did get the person who was responsible for doing that. That person is in custody right now. This is a separate attack. We were actually across the street and somebody said SWAT was just storming in.
Oh, you're so right. Yeah, so the back windshield of this car is smashed, and it looks like the right-hand tail light is also pretty fucked up.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Like it almost looks like the blue car ran into the black one.
I don't know. It's hard to see because the sun's moving right. Is this another incident, guys? I don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, there was a heavily armored vehicle outside, and we had state police. Police confirm alt-right planned attacks. All right, well,
Charlie, well spotted, mate.
I mean, I see one guy. Those 3 people over there.
Perfect pickings, Benson, Steve, divide and conquer. Johnny, all that amigo. Definitely stay divide and conquer here. This is the one in America that I think that we've been talking about, getting ready to pop off. For all these just... He's actually horrible, this man here. And what's he doing? Just sitting on the floor. All waiting for the order, waiting just to go live and start putting everyone. This is the martial law thing again, what they've been building up to. Again, they keep on fighting it off, and it's always a torch fuse where the people are just span against each other. And once again, now they've been dying to ignite the sort of the race wars in America for now about 2 years at least. So we always see them having little goals with the police. They'll make the police look completely stupid when the police are shooting everyone, or the Facebook live shootings. They were always there, like white v black as well. So you're always seeing it happening, but the media they're pushing it, putting the words and putting the thoughts in everyone's head, putting the words in everyone's mouth. And then you've got all the police around there as well. Not only the police, there's been a lot of active shooters. The people just going around and shooting the police in America over the last couple of years. So we've seen an awful lot, and there has always been a divide and conquer. And then we'll see stuff like Orlando or the Chelsea bombings. Again, they're another divide and conquer with the LGBT communities. So when we see this type of thing happening, and the same little rhetoric, and the government come out speaking about it straight away, because lo and behold, we watch this live or we watch this all night, we will pull all the plants out of it. There's still questions: who drove that car? Why was there no police on the scene at the exact time when it happened? Because it was like they were all just pulled away, drop back, no police on that street. They all just took time to get there, like they should have just been there anyway. How far is this going to escalate? All the people are running around the streets again. Whose streets? Our streets. Whose streets? Our streets. We're going to wake up in the morning and it's going to be people fighting all over America. White supremacists coming out and fighting and smashing places up in America. Johnny's just come in now, and there's other people in from the States. So what do you think the mood is going to be like? Is it night time there now? Is it going to carry on into the night, or is it still daytime? Because I'm not on my other computer, I haven't got the world clock. When I do that on my other computer, I've got the time sheet, the time then 222. Unbelievable. Hello, Johnny. It's good to come in. I have spent a long time messing about and doing all stupid little tests and everything, trying to get me equipment all to work properly and to do what I wanted to do and getting little things together. So I'm sorry about the past couple of weeks. I am, everyone. But lo and behold, I think we're going to have our work cut out anyway. I've already missed a lot. I wanted to cover it up, but I've been taking a lot of notes through the week. I have, so still got a lot of reports to fire off, and a couple of them deserve an article as well. So I am going to be back. I am so sorry that I haven't been on much. Howdy. People are dumb. That is our biggest problem, being aware of all of this shit, and Howdy as well. So, right, I know Johnny's over in the States. I know Overstand, we are free energies over in the States. Not sure about Pure Matrix. I think UK. No. America. And I'm not sure if Ben's still in. I think he probably is, you know. As long as Republic, thanks for coming over. One said 119 injured mirroring 9/11. This be foreshadowing of the next 9/11. It definitely is. That's definitely why they've put that number in there. The one said and 19 injured was an instant red flag. Straight away, they do always embed that number in. It's just surprised to see it there again, so foreshadowed. Also, this other case, Johnny, which I'll send you the link over to, which you've got in the title, Golders Green, mum 66, daughter 33, stabbed. So what this is an incident in London today. No, it's not London, Barnet area. It's down south in England where Golders Green, predominantly Jewish area, as Charlie told us when we looked, it was got a synagogue there and whatever. But this has been a murder. 2 people been killed today, a mother and a daughter, both found stabbed to death. Right? Golders Green, GG is 77, so that's why I've put the 77 in the title. So we've got the 77. So if we started from the very bottom, because the 2, the mum and the daughter, it says 2 stabbed, so that gives us an 11. The 2 is an 11, so we've got 11, and then 33, because from here to eternity, it's just come in. Hello. And there's your spanner, because I've never seen it in this live chat on this channel. But thanks for coming over. But what I was just saying then, yeah, it's the 666. That's what it's building up to. It is going. So nice one, Johnny. Spot on again, sharp as ever, as usual. Right, the 2 of them, the mum and the daughter, 2 whittles down to an 11. And then the age of the daughter, 33. And then the age of the mum, 66. Golders Green, GG, gives us a 77 as well. And we still haven't really looked into Golders Green, but you know there's going to be a load of little clues in there within the name itself, within the area. Potentially, probably some sort of ritual that's gone down or some sort of code that's gone down, because you'll find that some Freemason from 500 years ago used to live probably 2 minutes down the road from where this attack happened. And they're all worshipping him in that particular day. When we also look over in today's, no, we don't need that one. Just keep pagancalendar.co.uk. Now, when I've been banging my mouth off about blank dates and like, what do you mean blank dates? What blank dates? I have explained it quite a few times, but I'll just explain it just again. Right? Throughout the year, last year, when I was reporting on a lot of things last year, they were all happening on particular dates. They were falling on like end of the salmon month, say like this type of festival here. So it'd be a lot of the attacks were falling on dates where we had festivals on them. So I was learning a lot about the festivals last year, all the little Roman and pagan festivals and the meaning of them and all the different little deities who do worshipping on particular days. So that's where I learned all of that last year, a lot about that. That's where we've done a lot of our work last year. And this never lets us down, this calendar. Just looking at this, just like a big calendar for me that I can just look at, when you have an advent calendar, just look at it now and just open it and know what days you're going to get your sweets on. But anyway, so this year, what's been different? There's one there that I wanted to speak about a couple of days ago, 2 years, the Apalia. Maybe read that out in a moment. In conjunction with yesterday's date, because yesterday was 8/11, 88. It was also the 223rd day of the year, 322 was yesterday. So I'm not surprised that we are seeing stuff happen again now. Because if it wasn't yesterday, I'm not surprised stuff's happened in the weekend. But what's happened this year, instead of all these little attacks and all these little coded events, they don't just have to be the big terror attacks, just events like we've seen today, or like the stabbing, which we've been looking at, or which is in the title. They're all happening this year on the blank dates. I know it's pretty easier because it explains it a lot easier than that, a lot quicker. But I'm just sort of trying to explain to people who may not stumble upon information like this, if anyone ever watches this and gets this far into the stream. So the blank dates are just these ones, obviously, ones with no moon or no sort of festival. Let's just give me an example of a festival. We've got the 17th coming up, August the 17th, Roman mythology, Portunes, or Portunes, alternatively spelled Portunes or Portunes, was a god of keys and doors and livestock. Jesus Christ, that's the day we need to be looking out for now, keys and doors, I think, and livestock. He protected the warehouses where grain was stored, probably because of folk associations between Porter, Gate Door and Porter's Harbour, the gateway to the sea. Liverpool. Liverpool's a gateway to the New World, the River Mersey, where all the Freemasons packed all the sons up on ships all them years ago. The Mayfair set sail from Liverpool, America. That's where they got off and built all the banks, set all the banks up. Pontius later became conflated with Palaemon and evolved into a god primarily of ports and harbours. Liverpool. 5 days after that, we've got Lana Del Rey here in Liverpool on August the 22nd. 1 day after, we've got the calendars of September popping up down here. Just 1 second, we'll get to there in a moment. So yeah, Lana Del Rey's playing in the Echo Arena in a little evil gig on the 22nd of August, which is in fact my sister's birthday. Also on the 21st of August, as everyone knows, we've got the solstice. So sorry, the eclipse. I'm so sorry. So she is literally going to be spending her little evil eclipse here. This witch, Lana Del Rey, is going to be in this city in Liverpool where I am. So I think she needs people to be keeping an eye on her. In the Latin adjective importunation, his name is applied to the untimely waves and weather and contrary winds, and the Latin echoes in English opportune and his old-fashioned anatonym importune, meaning well-timed and badly timed. Hence, portunus is behind both an opportunity and importunate or badly timed solicitations. OED. His festival celebrated on August the 17th, the 17th day before the calendars of September, and we covered that last year as well. The instead of saying calendars of September was the Portumnalia, a minor occasion in the Roman year. On this day, keys were thrown into the fire for good luck in a very solemn and lugubrious manner. His attribute was a key, and his main temple in the city of Rome was to be found in the Forum of Boreum. So what I was just showing you there was an example of how this particular information source, the pagancalendar.co.uk, what I like to use, I like to reference it a lot, learned me a lot. One of the best ones was the way it all ties in, all the little dates tied into the Brussels attack, the first one, 322, the big one over there, sorry. It was so unbelievable the way it was literally played out by a 5-day festival on this. There was even a day of mourning. Can you remember when the funeral cars drove past it? That was cryptic, and it was tied into a festival on this, because we had the attack day, and then we had the day of mourning the day after, and then the day of blood. But what it says is on the attack day, because that's when the funeral car drove past the airport, strangely enough, about half an hour later. Can you remember? Now, what it says on the first day of it, when we looked in March on 322, it says something about a funeral procession, a funeral pyre going past as well. We had the next day was the day of mourning, the next day was the day of sorrow, the next day was the day of blood, and then we had the day of peace or something like that. So it was literally played out as like a 5-day festival. All the little things that happens in the days after and what have you, that was so uncanny. And that's when I learned to trust this website so much within myself, within my own gut feeling. Like that's why I do relate back to this quite a lot. So that's why I was showing you an example of what was happening last year, and we were having to read about the festivals on them. Well, this year we've got no festivals, not many clues. So this year what I'm having to do is when the things are happening, like today on the 12th, what we're having to do now this year is going to find out what else happens on the 12th, what other people are celebrating on the 12th. So that's why we're learning more things from like the Chabad, or myself personally, not us, like we are supposed to all learn together day by day. But I always say, don't I, I'm not like, I'm learning myself every day as I go along with this. You shall all see that, you shall all know that yourselves as well. So that's good about it. But that's what I've learned this year. All the attacks have been on these blank dates, and because the dates have been blank dates, I've had to go out and learn why they're happening on these blank dates, or what that blank date's representing in another belief or another calendar. Or so we're going. Let's go back over into the chat and see how we're going in there. The moon is 1964 days today. Is 6 and 4 equals 10. 1. The Freemasons don't recognise the number 0. So there's your 19 inches and 1 dead. Again, no way, Johnny. No way. That's a scoop. That's like, people should be like, news articles should be getting rid about information like that. We start doing it. We write our own headlines in this world, don't we? Charlie, your message has been retracted or something, it says here. I never done that. It weren't me. Johnny, that's superb, that. So what Johnny's saying here, the moon today, which we've got on the other stream, we've had another stream on there all night with the moon. In fact, I'll find the moon again, because I've also put a playlist of the photo slides onto the footage with the observatory, and I've lost focus of the moon. But I do want to try and have a look for some meteors tonight, and when we've got clear skies, I want to try and get a star zoomed in and try and mess about with the Barlow lenses as well, maybe. But what Johnny's saying is, yeah, the moon is 19.64 days old today. So you've got your 9 and your 19, and the 6 and the 4 is the 10, give you the 1. Whereas again, the Freemasons don't recognise the 0, so we cross that off, don't recognise it. Giving you the 1, 19 injured and 1 dead with your 9/11. Here's the car. Looks like a car off like a proper set car as well. How long is this footage going for? Just wondering, wondering whether my other live streams actually live still, the observatory one, because this was another little test what I'm doing now, just to see if I can run all of the observatory live and run a stream alongside it. this one, what I'm doing now. So I was just wondering whether my stream actually is still live. Just see if I can check out anyway. There, that's where I can check. We're going to look back over at some more information, what's coming out from over there. Spot the plants though. That's what we like to do on these nights. Maybe as well I can get Sly News on. So I got iLiveWorldNews.com open before. That website that I built us for us just to have news feeds on for us to go and source them instead of having to go and look everywhere. Trying to talk with family, hey all, just stop by. Never mind. That's quite okay. And again, let me make another little quick point out today. I am going to do a video about the wrong title, but what this is, from 3rd of January 2015, family killed in bin lorry crash, died as they lived together. So this was a Glasgow attack on December the 22nd, 2014. A Glasgow fake staged attack, a bin lorry man, pathetic man, is said to have, let's just see if we can see pictures of the man. He looks so horrible. We'll find him in a moment. Said to have fell asleep at the wheel, had a seizure, a heart attack, whatever excuse they gave. But it's been lorry that he was driving, ploughed into people, killing loads of families, wiping generations out. Look who it is. Crisis actor. Crisis actor Ash. That's why I've got all of these open, because it's there. From the Ariana Grande bombing concert, Charlotte. Olivia, what's her name? I forgot her second name. But there she is, though. Charlotte Campbell, that's it. And Olivia Campbell. She's called Charlotte Campbell. The daughter's Olivia Campbell. We have got information on there. Been getting a load of superb information off people, you know, I really have, and there's loads of stories and little videos which you've done, still haven't uploaded and what have you. Just got them in me computer over there. Well, because I just can't upload stuff like that at the moment, because you know it draws that attention, them trolls come and find you, and your channel just gets flagged and you end up losing your channel. So just don't want to draw that attention to myself at the moment too much. So pretty much keeping quiet about them, but lo and behold, the work is all there for us and the points are there, the opinions are there. Look at these clowns here. How the hell on God's earth is Olivia Campbell's mother, this big actor here, look at him smiling his head off, Mr. Boo-hoo himself. Look at that, look. All this crap that we watched at Manchester. Look at the big lizard tattoos on his arm there, big dragon or something, before all these bees. Now look at them. Super clowns. Look at the pair of them. Look, Olivia, big massive bee, huge. Look at these, massive. Got no top on. Look at the state of the pair of them. Manchester. Couldn't be any more busted if she tried. No one try and tell me she's Olivia Campbell's mum. Because Olivia Campbell Scottish now? And she's up in Scotland. But she has a Manchester accent when she was talking to the crowds in Manchester, addressing all the crowds here. Never been to Scotland in her life. In this, you wouldn't think, but yet she has, because she was there. Oh, people want to say, this photograph, I was showing her a friend, she said that's been, no, when I showed a friend who lived in Manchester, she said, because she knew Olivia Campbell, and it's still just a quite touchy subject to have with her, to have conversations with her. But I showed her this yesterday, and she says, oh no, that's been photoshopped in. I was like, okay. She says, because she found her wearing them same clothes at one of these little vigils in Manchester. So I said, where did you find this? She went and just looked, but I knew she never really. So I said, where did you find it then? She went and just looked. So I said, okay then. And then that was pretty much it. Right, because I sort of said, well, fine, to go and show us that picture again, but then she never obviously. So let's just look at these pictures here. Ooh, and then we can go to Glasgow. Bin Laden. Right, what we're looking for here. Just prove little things, any little details will help us, won't they? Just prove that she wasn't photoshopped in. Because what we see here, when we look at that first picture, and then maybe, oh, did they Photoshop her in? No, because look at this, it just doesn't even look Photoshopped in at all. She's had to Photoshop there in and there. Keep your eye on this girl's coat here. So then when we come here, there's this girl's coat, it's a different frame. So she been Photoshopped in twice? No, she's the same thing. Look at her holding this up, fake tears, right. So everyone's clear. Look at it in a black and white polka dot thing, look. This is meant to be one of the victims. Big pantomime this was. All the crisis actors all here again. All the little kids who look like Damien. God knows who's in that coffin. But how come they always look the same? These fellas who work in the same crew go around everywhere, don't they? The point being, this is 2014 in Scotland. Here's the man. Look at how horrible he looks. Uncle Fester. Show you some more pictures of him. Like a peeping Tom. Like he's about to flash someone. She looks like a crisis actor in the Manchester bombings. Been recycled. Keep your eye out for her face. Easy face to recognise. All these, she's being recycled. These will all be after these will be dying again. These will be dying and dying and dying, and more lives than a cat. Keep your eye out for his face, you can't miss him. But again, just my point is, how on God's earth is this woman here, Olivia Campbell's mum, in Scotland in 2014, at this big staged event. And then the next thing is she pops up, but then now she's called Charlotte. Charlotte Campbell. Let's just see what happens if we like Glasgow. It's a fake name anyway. We know that. How much did you get paid for this? £300 a day. You look pathetic, mate, with your glasses on, your smiles everywhere. Look at this picture with Ariana Grande smiling his head off again. Look at him. I love Manchester, smiling me head. Look at her. Size of her head. You can't mistake that. Measure them. Come back over into the chat. No, I think when I've started this stream, it's cut this off, hasn't it? When I've started this one, it's cut them off. Gutters. I might not be able to run them simultaneously. We'll see. Really bad actor. Charlotte Campbell, 100%. She was terrible. She was terrible. Just trying to talk to the family. Hello, JST. I'm kind of doing a video on this. On which one, mate? That's Pure Matrix who's doing a video on it. Sweet. And well done, Pure Matrix. I just subbed you, Matrix. I like that, I like that. Every single person in our little community, what we all people who we just end up in these little hangouts and whatever, I will end up putting everyone's channels onto the website. In this next little energy burst, what I've got here now, I'll end up doing that, I will do. Right, you know what? I need to watch something for a moment. So, or I need to put something on a moment, I mean, because I need the toilet. So I will go here. And take it away, Johnny.
So this Charlottesville car attack that looks like it targeted the counter-protesters to the alt-right. It looks like, well, let me just show you what this witness has to say. He said he saw, he believes that the driver wasn't working alone because there were people at the impact point who were giving instructions to the driver on where to go.
All right, we continue to follow the developments from Charlottesville now, where we go to Doug McKelway, who's been following the story and all that's been unfolding there all day long. And Doug, we understand that 19 injured in that vehicle incident and one person now dead from that.
Now, I was on watching another live stream when this happened, and somebody said one person was killed, and I said, I'll bet you one person dies and 19 are injured. And sure enough, an hour later, the news popped up and said one dead, 19 injured, because that 19 means 7, 33, 33 in Pythagorean numerology. It is when you add 7 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, you get 19. And that is a Freemason branding code. That is a set of numbers that they put on all of these hoaxes and false flags and psyops and everything else in between that they have their that is stagecraft. That is something that they crafted, planned, and executed. Is that 7 double 33? For I believe it's the Grand Master of the Freemasons, a double 33 symbol. So it's a law enforcement, media symbol, government symbol, and every one of these attacks have that code somewhere embedded in this. And this one appears to have it embedded in multiple places. The driver's name in Pythagorean also sums up to a 76, and that's the code for 733. But that 1 killed, 19 injured also means 119. It's the mirror to 9/11. This could be foreshadowing the next 9/11, which very well could be taking place this year in Trump's first year of office. He's the war president, the New World Order war president. He is here to take us into the next big conflict. Might be a wag the dog conflict, but this 119 also means 11 times 9 is 99, and that's the code for 666. So this is branded with the media 666 and the government 7 double 33.
Right, just a horrific scene here, and we're here again to talk to a man who witnessed it all, and a man who videographed this from his cell phone. He comes from Pennsylvania, originally from Chicago. John Ziegler describes himself as a citizen journalist. And John, I want to get right to the point where you told me earlier, you think that this was a coordinated, intentional attack. The police have not named it that yet. Why do you think so?
I think that based on my footage, which you can clearly see the guy going at very high speed into people, from other footage we've seen and other witnesses that were at the other end of the street who said they saw the car going slow and they allowed it to go through because they thought it was a cop, and then they saw him speed on the gas right into it, and then and tried to get away. The other witnesses saw somebody at the corner telling him where to go.
Okay, right here. Now, this guy sounds like a credible witness. He sounds like he's probably not part of the show.
Johnny, I just want to jump in and just like comment with you here a second, because one of the first things I said straight away is they were police. They had to be spooks of someone who was driving that car. Men in Black, FBI.
He might be, but he sounds credible, like he's a real witness, not a staged witness, because he's telling us that he saw people telling this guy in the car where to go. And if you look at the video, the car crash video, you see these people in red shirts directing people, telling people where to go, and controlling people. Now, I looked at a close-up at one of those people in the red shirts, and their shirt says crew member on it. So I'm not sure what kind of crew member they are or who they are, but these red shirts look like they are directing and controlling and staging the scene by telling the driver where to go, what to do.
You say there's evidence that this car had no license plate?
People that were at the front of the street that let him go thinking he was a cop at first realized they knew there was no license plates on it. Another reason why they thought it was a cop. And then when they put it together after the fact, there's some other misinformation too going out that I wanted to clear up. Unicorn Riot is actually not paid protesters. They're a 501c3 nonprofit media organization.
John Ziegler, thank you very much for that information.
Holy crap.
London Bridges.
Holy crap. It's probably not the best time to go and get it now, but I want to just go and get loads of much footage of that car and all the little surroundings, because you know what I was looking for before when it happened and I couldn't see because the footage was crap. The windows, in the background, look, 9/11 now, watching 11 comes up. The background, the windows, just look in the windows just to see if you can see just like any sets, people in the windows, in the reflections and whatever, just if you can see anything that looks a little bit strange. But lo and behold, within all of that crowd there, every bit of footage that I've seen, you can see, well, not every bit, sorry, but you can see a lot of people who would think are the plants, and just tell them all a mile off. Can we do one more, Johnny? And I'll do a little drink.
So the gold pillow on Nathan's couch here, this black couch, is a sun disk. It is symbolizing the wheel, the eye of Ra. It is, which is interesting because Nathan being Jewish and being a Freemason here, you would think that, he says that he tried DMT, it didn't do nothing for him, of course. He's full of crap. Anybody who's used DMT will tell you that. But this is very interesting because this symbolizes the satanic. It's a satanic symbol. I suppose it could be a non-satanic symbol as well. Don't really know for sure, but this definitely is just more prop staging. That pillow's always there, never moves, and that black shirt probably wishes it could run away.
And I want to mention that his pillow is staged in a diamond shape because diamond means 33 in numerology. And he has his black shirt and his white background and the gold pillow. All those sum up to 33. And Nathan Stoltman sums up to 33. So what you have here are 3 33s. And what that reflects is 666. It shows that he's a satanic Freemason. Which explains why he's always wearing black. And, black and white is 22, the master builder number in numerology. So, yeah, and it's really weird to see him talk about religion and all this other bullshit when really he's a Satanist.
I would say that it feels almost kind of like a betrayal.
Johnny Cash.
People who will never lead you to the truth, but dance around it and make sure you never get to the truth. But it feels like a betrayal, especially when you support someone or supported someone in their endeavor, only to find out that they were being completely dishonest with you. And that's always a bummer. And YouTube is full of people like this. They're just everywhere. They want your money, and they will lie to you in order to get it. And, he could have shed a lot of light on a lot of things that are happening in the world that aren't fake, and actually that are fake. A lot of things that are fake. I don't think he has a clue that it's not fake. I mean, he knows everything is fake, but he could really have shed a lot of light on what's going on in the world, but he chose not to. He chose to put on a show instead, and with all these other actors involved on the alt-right, on the alt side of things. I think his moniker is alt news. So I guess maybe it's my own fault that I didn't see that the alt news part there meant that he was in line with the other alt news people like David Seaman, all these other people that showed up on the scene. And I think North Korea is a completely phony fake show. I do. I think that, if Donald Trump is completely scripted, and his Fire and Fury certainly was very scripted and written, then it's safe to assume that North Korea is also very scripted and written. And this whole posturing is just a big phony fake show. Who knows what's really going on, or who we're going to war with, or what the hell is happening? Only they know. And they're not talking. They'd rather just keep everybody in the dark. They'd rather take your money on Patreon and keep everybody in the dark. They don't want to know what's going on in the world. They just want you to believe in the hoaxes. I mean, for instance, Nathan did not spend forever on this stupid Hampstead hoax, which I immediately identified as a hoax. He knows what's going on, but he's not going to share it with you. None of these people will share with you what's really going on. They might get close to the truth, but not too close, and they certainly won't get you to the destination. This gay taxi will take you in circles and circles and circles without ever getting you to the truth. So Nathan Stoltman of Lift the Veil, he's never right and he's never honest, but he is a Freemason actor. You can tell that because of the black and white symbolism to give you 22. But when you look at the time of his show, it starts at 1:11 every day, 1:11 p.m., because 1:11 means 3 and p.m. means 11. So there's your 3:11, which means 33. And besides usually never being right and never being honest, his name sums up to 33. His first name, Nathan, comes to 22. His last name comes to 11. So together it means 33. And Lift the Veil sums to 56. It reduces to an 11, but that 56 means 77, 33. So what I've discovered is that there's quite a few people who are actually controlled opposition. They fit right in, they look neutral, but clearly there's a few things that give it away. The one is where he says he's not Jewish. DeFango said the same thing, that he's not Jewish, when obviously he is. I don't know why you would lie about something like that. It's the most ridiculous thing. It's like Mike Tyson saying that he's not black, or Jackie Chan saying that he's not Asian. It's like, why would you deny something like that when it's so freaking obvious? But they do, they lie. I guess that's part of the usually honest. It's just not quite honest about that. But anyway, I digress. I just wanted to share that with you to show how COINTEL is in the community, and that's why he leads people to Mandela effects. And Jeff C. was right when he said that this guy was planted there to make conspiracy theorists and truthers look crazy, because he is crazy and he does a very good job. Nathan is a very good actor, I might add. He's a very good actor. I mean, it took me a while to catch on to him just because I wasn't really paying attention. I was more into my own things. And but yeah, there it is. But you know, that's why he hangs out. He's always trying to hook up with Dave Acton, another actor, and George Webb, another actor, and the Goodmans, and he's always got to be in the middle of the drama because they're all drama queens. All of them are gay, this group of gay crisis actors that have different positions on the internet. It's just so weird. They're all COINTEL. But you know, it is interesting to watch him now. That's why he always wears black in front of his white background. It stands for 22, the master builder number in numerology. So he won't admit that ever, but it's like when he was doing the Seth Rich thing, he's like, I wonder what the panda means. And obviously he knows. He's not going to tell you what the panda means, but he will leave breadcrumbs for other people to follow. So whatever, I don't follow him anymore, and I don't watch him anymore, but if you do, I am so sorry. About
Johnny, that had 32 thumbs up and 16 thumbs down then. That's a prolific amount of thumbs down.
Gay Freemason crisis actors is that they're very stalkerish, very passive aggressive. He looks nice on the outside. Boy, let me tell you something. The minute you turn your back, he would probably stab you about 50 times. Vicious, like a panda. Cute and cuddly and sweet, but vicious. So you really just can't trust anybody on the alternative side. I'm sure that they would love nothing more than to see the demise of democracy and freedom. I mean, after all, that's what their job is. That's why I kept getting hit because Nathan kept hitting my channel over and over.
Is that all his fallout, is it? And yeah, that just makes perfect sense now what you've just said.
If I got bigger than him, which I did, got way bigger than him in a very short period of time, they took me right out. It also explains how he was able to get his flaggings removed that allegedly David Seaman put on his channel. I don't think he did. He got his flaggings removed and his channel restored. It explains a lot, actually, when you consider who he really is. And you know, people were saying that this whole scene with him and David Seaman was staged in DC, and I agree with that. I think it was staged. I think they were working together the whole time. You see these people prop each other up, like you see H.A. Goodman propping up DeFango, and then Nathan suddenly falling in love with DeFango. I mean, the whole thing is just a shit show. The whole thing, they'll never lead you to the truth. They'll just lead you around it and mislead you to the truth. I have not found one thing that Nathan has been correct about, except for the David Seaman piece. But like I said, that they worked together on that. That was not an accident. I mean, they both sold Bitcoin. Nathan sells Bitcoin also. So anyway, moving along, this story came out. I'm going to cover the big stuff in a minute, but this is it's all fake, actually. All the news on Yahoo is fake. I haven't been able to find a real story yet. I'm sure there's one buried in there somewhere, but they're all fake. This is $1 billion industry, and when there's that much money at stake, all they do is manufacture the news. This guy, first they said he was 41, but if you scroll down the page, the same article, it says he's 50. And the reason they did that was because 41 means 122. And that is the code for 3333, because 122 is 33.33% of any given non-leap year. So you have that double 33, and then later, if you scroll down, it says he's 50, because that reflects 77. So it gives you a double 733, 733.
Quality, Johnny. Mate up, you pulled that bus incident up with that jogger as well, because I've been saying all week to me mates, even though we haven't published nothing and done no work, so I'm so glad that you dragged that up there. But I was saying to me mates, he looks like a policeman, him. The one who's done it looks like a policeman. Let's come back over into the chat. Hola, amigos. Just haven't pushed it for the same reasons. Hey Johnny, Charlotte Campbell, 100%. She was a really bad actor. 33%, terrible actor. I found him a good picture. Let's have a look. It just went down. Nathan, shitty actor, shitty shill. We lost where we were up to then. Where cargo. Your videos are cool, Johnny. Do you use Sony Pro Vegas? Because if you do, you fire them out quick, because I can't work that program quick at all. It annoys me. I always think this when I'm watching your videos, I do. Right. There's a lot to catch up on here. I want to get all your opinions out. Right, Charlotte Campbell, she was a really bad actor, 33%. Terrible actor. Pure Matrix says she was a terrible actor, Charlotte Campbell. I found another picture from that Glasgow event. It nails it. Superb, mate, superb. Focusing on Masons is just a small part of it. It is. These people are out of control. Hey, Johnny, I saw Alex Jones was pushing for something to happen day before Jacksonville thing. Pure Matrix said that. From here to eternity, I don't watch the news. It's hard to watch it. Sometimes it is entertaining. Oh my God. 2 days ago, me and my mate were here, and I had BBC News on. One of the only things that I will put on in the daytime. I can't put no much other daytime television on. Now, something was happening in Washington. It was all this Donald Trump stuff. And BBC News, oh my God, they are pathetic. They were in the big, massive BBC News studio. Now, they'll do the weather and the camera will just pan off and it'll go to the different landing in the studio. And then the weatherman will be standing in front of his screen and then the camera will zoom in on him. And that's it. Then he's just standing in front of a screen, not a green screen and not on just a screen. So anyway, they were panning over then to Washington because of all the Donald Trump locked and loaded and fire and fury and all his little speeches, his little spells that he's been casting on everyone all week. Now, they said, the reporter, she was just an English woman, she said, we've got, say her name was Lucy Benjamin or something, she said, Lucy Benjamin's over in Washington, and this reporter was just sitting there in front of a green screen. They got the contrast on the green screen. They done the chroma key on it so shit. It was unbelievable. You could just tell. And then she just wasn't in Washington. She was just standing in a studio upstairs on one of these landings in the BBC newsroom. Blatant though. It was blatant. And she just wasn't in Washington. They had a picture. They had the White House behind her. And she was just superimposed in front of the White House picture. And it looked crap. You could just see behind her shoulders and that. She was just a completely different contrast and whatever. Me and my mate were laughing. And then, lo and behold, they've done it about another 3, 4 or 5 times. Not only that, every single time this week, they've done it tonight. When I've been watching the news tonight, we're over in Washington. BBC News keep on saying, we're over in Washington. And look at it, just look at it properly with your eyes, right? And they are not in Washington. They're standing in front of green screens. They're in the BBC studios. Right, so let's just catch back up. I don't watch the news yet. Alex Jones knew what was going to happen. Yeah, he always does. He's a total Freemason. He has people in them crowds, and he always gets the shots. It happened in the Trump ones last time. Alex Fearmaster. Yeah, Alex is live streaming a New World Order entrance as it happens. Those people are shameless. Says Johnny Supertramp. I think the car attack is foreshadowing a bigger 9/11 event in the fall. And news going back over to America. We still got all eyes at the moment are on, as you've been reporting so well, Johnny, yourself, the eclipse. So we've got the eclipse coming up. The next day I've got my eyes on the Lana Del Rey concert. But the bigger picture towards America, we've got that big eclipse. Now we have got America and North Korea, CGI, fake world, squaring off together. It's nuts, isn't it? Right. So, but on the back of that, you've got Trump now again coming out and saying, and the way he speaks, he talks so common, it's unbelievable. North Korea had best not threaten us again. Doing his like Lou her Jim Carrey voice that he does. And again, like today, he's saying that the locked and loaded. So who's to say within the next week that he's not just going to start firing all his missiles at them? The way he just dropped 62 Tomahawks onto Syria allegedly, you know, they can all show us a little bit of modern warfare, Call of Duty footage of some ship just firing 62 missiles in the air. Fireworks displays, so yeah, like we said before at the start of the stream, the Carl Vincent ship went out when Trump took charge. It went out heading off towards Korea, North Korea, and ended up by Australia somewhere, and they were saying it was lost. Where is the Carl Vincent? It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. Johnny, I'm sorry. I gotta get more bigger. It's the only thing left to do. It's gotta get more bigger, Johnny. Only things left to do. Yeah, I agree. And so the Johnny, your videos are good, Johnny. The Matrix used to be easy to share. My videos suck. Johnny, the only street left in America. It's gone nuts. It's gone nuts. It's gone nuts in America. I don't watch a lot of the people who we used to watch over the last few years. Literally pulled away from America, didn't I, over the last year? Just more so this summer. I've still reported a lot on America up until the elections. It's probably just only been this year or this past few months where I haven't reported on America, but pretty much like didn't like all the little fighting between everyone. Everyone just seems to just want to fight with each other's channels and whatever. Just thought, go and put all that time and energy into something else. Quality, Johnny, always are. The only thing I don't agree with you, Johnny, is some channels you support. That's just each to your own, isn't it? Just do. I think he's a part of the show. Support GFV 1111. Someone else pointed that out earlier on. Is that the card edge coming out? Is that the card edge coming out then for the Charlottesville's attacks? Just with people saying that there was no edges on the cars. So that's why I was saying I want to go and get that footage, download it in HD if we can, or just watch it if we can find it in HD enough and just slow it down. But I'd like to get it, download it, put it into the movie maker and slow it right down. That's what the guy said. How are they not paid then? Non-paid protesters from a company called Riot. That's what the guy said. Oh dear God, Nathan. Hello from E. Hello. Crazy, kind of crazy. Pure Matrix says, anyone see the India train crash the other day? And the woman says, when the trains together crashed, they made a pyramid. Unbelievable. Nathan is a letdown. Nathan shitty actor. That's when we were watching the Nathan stuff and miles behind the air. Nathan's been getting exposed a lot lately. A few channels have. Dave Acton's one. Dave Acton made me laugh. His videos used to make me laugh. Now I'm gutted and devastated now. Like, oh. Man, I nearly biffed him, didn't I? Yeah, yep. And no one else done the numbers on him, buried them. LOL, Aitlish Carl. It's just skipped all the way down to the bottom. Johnny says he trusts me, yeah, definitely his followers. And agreed. I like that when because people do just see me. I am just literally the boy next door, me, and I always will be. It's always like in a couple of years ago, it was more like a bridge between the big channels and just a little channel like me. So I am, and I do think people do see that in me or hear that in me and see it and feel it in me passions and whatever. So yeah, I am just pretty much just, as I said, like the boy next door, and that is why people do relate to me on the channel. The people that are here with me, which is why it's cool. Because again, a lot of the people I know, like you'll see people like asking everyone for money and all that, and I just can't do that because I just think a lot of the people who were just up, we're just all the same type of people anyway. So yeah, that's why you never see me doing nothing like that. I'll put like affiliation links on and stuff, but that's not really tags that you use. That's because my links go out all over the place every second on Twitter, and just hope someone clicks them. Yeah, I agreed about that jogging incident. I think it was a policeman. I think he was a busy, the one who done it. Yeah, that video went viral big time. Yeah, Fire and Fury 733, incredible. Is that what that was? Cool. I have got a lot of catching up to do. It's been a lot of test work this week what I've been doing, and it's been tedious. So I've been fighting it, battling it. No way you just like where you're just like a bloke and you're just doing little technical things and they're going wrong and you're still fighting it and just wanting to get it done. So but I've just been around just me little setting up, been wanting to use me other layout. I've literally now the fact that I'm on my Chromebook still now. I have got my other computer working all right. I've got a new mic and what have you, and I've got all my layout working all right. But it seems that I've still just got to have it in just below 720, like 480p, and I don't want to use it like that, because it's meant to be bright and perky, eye-catching. So at the same time, I've got like 2 layouts in it within the OBS layout. I've got the observatory one and my news reporting one, which you'll have seen before anyway. So I want to use that all the time, basically. So the fact that I'm using this now is like, especially after me just burying my head for a week and just being in my back cave, just having a little technical week with myself type of thing. I've also wanted to get like a camera working as a DSLR through the computer. So my camera doesn't do it. It's like a Fujifilm, so it doesn't do it. Nikons and Canons, but I think they've got to be DSLRs to do it. So that is next on my little radar. I'm building all my things up. So it's just all little things like this what I've been trying to sort out all week, and it's just been annoying me and taking loads of time, and sorting the computer out as well, and then sitting there and going to edit videos and pissing about him, just thinking, right, I'm going to start using this Pro Vegas a lot more now. I've only ever made myself intros with it because they're only like 30 seconds long, and it takes that long using the program, and there's just that much in. I never like tend to make me videos, and I do all of them in Windows Movie Maker still, and I want to stop it. I do. So that's another thing what I've been doing this week, just pissing about basically. So that's just a little explanation why and also setting up and trying to get the observatory page going and getting it to work, as I said, without jumping about everywhere. So that is why it seems like I've been messing about, but I have still been here. Same from here. Yeah, let's have a look. Illusion Shattered, hola, welcome in. Jeff C says this car attack today is real. Hello from here to eternity. What I said before, watching the initial footage, no problem, amigo. Good to see you. Better late than never, as we say. One of the things I said, there's a load of dummies burst out of that car booth. That's what I said in the footage. This is why I want to slow the footage down. First, yeah, that video went viral big time. Yeah, it's just made about £400 million off it. Probably has adverts allowed to play on every one of them. We play it though, we'll get our channels pulled for showing mad content. Jeff C says the car attack today is real. I think it's been staged. I think if people have been whacked by like the forces that we've seen, I think what's happened is we've had all the groups sent down there, the protesters sent down there, the fuel, the fire's been, the petrol's been thrown on the fire, so to say, ignited it all. And then as part of the queue, in a certain place, when a certain thing's happening, the car has its queue to lead on then and go and take the people out. So, and I think there was police driving the car. Just looks like an inside job badly. Yeah, I used to like Dave Acton's videos myself, bit of a letdown. I've learned a few lessons though over my time. I have. Sorry, I'm late, Carl. Thanks, man. That jogger incident was to cover up the Chloe Ayling flop. Yeah, it was a flop. And then the next day, there's a flop because they proper flopped it so much. It was unbelievable. It was only on for 10 seconds. When the story broke, and me and my mate were just laughing our heads off. I went, fake, fuck this, get on how fake this is. And then everyone within 5 seconds was like, yeah, this is fake. And then the next day, the police were coming out and saying, oh, this might be fake. And all the papers were saying, she's faked it. Because they'd done it that crap. They had to come out. Yeah, you're right, PM, pure matrix. It was a complete flop. And again, that was all centered around bagging and tagging everyone, I think. That's why we're seeing all these little scandals and these little sex trials and everything in the UK now. I found Enchanted LifePath in the beginning and followed. Sure did. Stay Clint is another person who found Enchanted LifePath in the beginning and followed. Thanks for coming in, and there you go. More states, Sarah. Yep. 3 to 1 News got their Charlottesville video pulls. I found Enchanted, although Carl should have way more subs if people were smart. Been here 10 months and started out with all the big channels and left all of them within 6 months. Same thing that I done, mate. But it just didn't take me, I just didn't realise that quick as what you did. I just worked like a bitch for 2 years. Exactly the same thing as what I done, isn't it? Yeah, you're right. Smaller is better, quality too, no ego, just truth. I don't mind it, I like it. Get too hard to answer everyone back. Although Carl should have way more subs, I found Enchanted LifePath in the beginning. Truth video got pulled. Yep, totally stays. Yuppers. Truth, trust not truth. Trust 1 News 3. More stays, Sarah. So that's it. All up to scratch with these. Should we go and look for some plans said they can't be so easily hurt. A lot of fake 3 channels didn't show their hand till this year. You can see just from the professional driving, totally controls the version of convenient pro camera angles. Yep. Even the person who got the shot, how did they always get the shot? I think it was police, professional driver. Alright, bro. Good to see you in, mate. Good to see you in. It's late. I think you are a UK one, aren't you? A UK person. UK viewer. I'm not sure though. You might prove me wrong, and I'm always shocked. You can see just from the professional driving. Let's go and try and see some plants in here. Right. 787 new. I like using Twitter because it is pretty much hot off the press. You do see people's videos and posts going up instantly. It's more hot off the press than the press association itself. This is where the press association are going and engaging all the stories from. They did tell us to go and use Facebook and Twitter as the source of when hate reveals itself, must respond with a deluge of love. Speak, march, tweet, embrace, risk, unite, and stand in love. Look at this actor, James Alex Fields Jr., 20, has been charged with 2nd degree murder in connection with the car ramming. Look at him with his little rosy old checkered shirt on. Unbelievable. Just the Freemason's son, part of the pantomime. Don't believe a single word. See fake people in court all the time. NBC, James Alex Fields Jr., age 20, has been charged with 2nd degree murder in connection with the car ramming in Charlottesville. Yeah, well, he would just have to have his big black and white squares on, wouldn't he? Looks like a big Freemason's son anyway. So Christians, what will you do about this? All you Christians complaining that moderate Muslims do nothing about ISIS. What have you done about the KKK? What's this crap? Charlottesville. Call-in show. Kids Rock Senator on Periscope. Charlottesville. Call the show 912-226-2723. If anyone in America wants to call in. Do you know me? Oh, this has really happened, hasn't it? Charlottesville torches. This is unbelievable. It's like South Park. Where do they all get the torches from? Big Wiccan festival in the middle of it all, pagans. Right, where's the pagan calendar? I need to show you something. This is just an article from all these freaks. Plant. They're all just in costumes. Just all CIA workers and Freemasons, and this is they all just have little parades, don't they? Playing games. The Freemasons. Look at him, big purple wizard. Plant. LWK, KKK, idiot. These are the equivalent of English football hooligans, by the way. They're idiots as well, big overgrown idiots. Big soft cunts. Sorry for that language, but yeah, they are. Right, where was it going? I wanted to show you something, and I forgot. Oh, look, this got all hate Trump. This is all falling into like the narrative of why they all hated Trump in the build up, if you know what I mean. Then, oh, Trump's racist, Trump's sexist, Trump's this, Trump's that, and now this just plays into all of that. That narrative. Look at this. Background banner on Vanguard America, a group that took part in Charlottesville. Eagle, circle. What's the circle? Baal. Saturn. Looks like the car off Night Rider or something. It's definitely a set car, that prop. Driver in fatal Charlottesville car wreck identified as James Alex Fields. Jesus Christ. And James, they always have to be at Fields as well as something Alex Fields. I'll show you why they have to be Fields. See what he's got. 55. 77. 26 here. 13. Masonic. Eminem. 8. 8 sides of the cube. Saturnalia. Saturn worship. Half the 44. Sorry, 4. No. Right. So where was it going next then? I was going somewhere next. After that. GVN 1111. Oh yeah, that's where I was going next. I just want to go somewhere. A moment. PAG. I want to show you why his name may be Fields. We are being fertilized again by pagans in the fields. Right, this is the one. This is the one that I was looking at a couple of days ago when we were coming. Right. I was looking at this a couple of days ago at Palia, this festival, because it was coming up to 11/8/88, the 223rd day of the year, 3/22 Skull and Bones Day, 88. It was unbelievable. A few little things. I just done a status about that on Facebook. Right, but it's just another little example. Let's just see what little pagan field fertilization event this was, which started on Friday. This started on Friday. Sorry, was it Friday? Say Thursday. And then yesterday was Friday, which was 88 day. And then today, all this crap's happened. So I'm not surprised that everything's gone off this weekend. So let's have a little look at this. August the 10th every year. On August the 25th, which is my mum's birthday, we've got my sister's birthday on the 22nd of August. Right, so the Upper-Concevia or the Upper-Concevia or Apalia Roman festival was held in honor of Ops, Black Ops, right, operations, right. Upper-Concevia was also a surname of Ops herself, and the name was also given to December the 19th, on which day the Apalia was celebrated. That's just Saturnalia. Also, in her honour, some mention August the 10th and December the 9th. The Latin word concevia or conceiver derives from concea, to sow, fields. Right? Hence the word Upper-Concevia may be interpreted as meaning the sowing of crops. Since ops ultimately means crops in the sense of riches, goods, the word is also related to consus, the male counterpart of ops as the Caesar. Both ops and consus were deemed Satanic underworld deities and made the vegetation grow. Since her abode was inside the earth, Ops was invoked by her worshippers while sitting with their hands touching the ground, according to Macrobius Saturnalia 110. There you go, I've got to mention. Conscious seems to be an alias of Saturn in the satiric aspect, since he is, I just make my own words up when I can't read them. Satanic, okay, I said it properly, I pronounced it, stop being lazy. Satanic aspect, since he is also held to be the husband of Ops. Ops, the Earth Mother, was also considered the Great Mother of the gods. As such, Ops is an alias of Rhea, Cybele. Now, Cybele popped up in what I was telling you about before with all the Brussels stuff, little mountains in Cybele. When you see Cybele, it's evil, okay? It is. Demeter and so on, impersonating the earth as the giver of riches. The festival of Consus in the Consulia was celebrated twice a year, once on August the 21st, dun, 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 the eclipse, after the harvest, and once again in December the 15th, the sowing of the crops was finished. So what we're seeing now is this weekend is linked to the solstice as well there, okay? The Consulia was after the sowing of crops was finished. So there was two of them. The festivals of Consulia was celebrated August 21st and December the 15th. Right? The Consulia was initiated by Romulus, how long got its name, and commemorated the rape and insemination of the Sabine women by the Romans. So what have we seen this? Anything to do with rapes and that this weekend? The festival was superintended by the Flemings of Quirinus, Mars, helped by the Vestals, the main priestess at the Regia. We learned about Regia last year as well. Anyone watching the channel last year? Wore a white veil. A chariot race was performed in the Circus Maximus under the direction of the pontifices, horses and mules, their heads crowned with chaplets made of flowers. Dun, dun, dun. We see all the girls. I'm going to upload the flowers in the air one video that I've done. I need to upload that again. I keep mentioning flowers too much lately. Also partook in the celebration. Consus was eventually identified as Neptunus Equester, the alias and counterpart of Poseidon Hippios. Poseidon Neptune, the brother of Apollyon, if I'm not wrong, I'm sorry, have been associated with the animal sacrifice, animals since archaic times. I'm so sorry. Hippos, Poseidon hippos. Is that why the hippopotamus is also cryptic, but I'm not going to start going there. Look at this, reference H.H. Scullard. Now, also, just something that I was looking into, and I didn't get off to fire the report out, but when we were looking at yesterday's date, the 11th, right, let's have a look at something. I want to show you something. August 11th. Right, so it is August the 11th. So this is why I'm not surprised that this weekend's been a little bit of a crazy one. Now, look at this. August the 11th, 8/11/88. It's also the 223rd day of the year, which I have mentioned, and we've got 142 days remaining. That's in the Gregorian calendar. I did check the Julian calendar out, but I can't remember what it told me. I can't. I've written it down as well. It's on my Facebook wall. Right, so that little 88 day. There, look whose birthday it was. Hulk Hogan. Born on August the 11th, which to me just screams 88. Now, he's born on this date, and look at his name, HH. Another 88 in there within his name. Twin Towers, Twin Serpents, H being the 8th letter in the alphabet. It's Mountain Day, Flag Day, Pakistan, False Flag Day, Independence Day in Chad. Chad celebrates Independence Day as a public holiday, although Chad achieved their liberty on August the 11th, 1960. Let's have a look. Look at all this. What's this? It should be. Someone must be hacking me. We come over to the chat. I've gone on for a bit, haven't I? Right, Oxford School, main place, ley lines around Oxford. Let's catch up with you, right? Ox. People fighting against you do that mostly imaginary issues created by Jewish Freemasons. Yep. 11, 11 and 22, and 11 times 11 equals 121 triangle on a graph, etc. Well done, Clint, well done. They said his name was Jerome Vangel Helui. I think I need to catch up here. Let's have a look. Whoa! Johnny got suspended from Twitter. Right, that's right. We got up to the reason. Yeah, Clint. Hey there. Suspended from Twitter. So wait, they give a different name to the suspect earlier. Totally different. It was because it was, you're right, I will back you up on that. And it was more of, like you say, a foreign name or something. Certainly wasn't Fields, that name. And now I need to, it was the news, it was actually BBC News when I've seen this on BBC News. When you released the person that you were looking for, so, or that they'd arrested or something. I wonder if all the plate numbers from all the different FF, yeah, spells something out. Nice one, he was being Bookie clever there. Got to be a bigger reason behind all these vehicle plates they're putting on, yeah. Went there another one? Went there another car attack in the last week? In America, there was another one a few days ago. GVF111. The GV in North Carolina means Desert Storm veteran. So they're angling this as a vet. Like number plate was 1111. Figures. They literally had people at each other's throats today. They did, and as you see, it's just monkey see, monkey do. Again, Suede, just like it just abrupts like South Park when it goes that nuts. I think about the self-driving cars and 5G connecting everything and everybody. What was his name previously? JST. Everyone having the same thoughts. All these frequencies all around us. I've got footage, there's quite a few of these cell towers around me, just when I look out on the vicinity, just looking around and zooming in with the camera and whatever. I've got all footage of all of these. And do you know what else I've been doing this week as well? Quite a lot of, just on the side note, a lot of time-lapse photography, and I like it. They look good. They look good. When your camera just speeds through all the photos dead quick, and you just see it, like the moon or the clouds. So I've been doing quite a lot of that this week. I have to get them uploaded onto the channel. Like, they're already in the computer, they just go straight to it. People fighting against each other over imaginary issues, said Johnny. 100% correct. JST says illusion shatters. Stay Clint, putting me at 1-1 and equals 22. And 11 times 11 equals 121. Triangle on the graph, etc. They said his name was Jerome Vengelhue. Unbelievable, Johnny. Well said, because, yeah, let's just type that in now. You need to search Google for that. Just to back it up. They did say a different name earlier on BBC. Right, challenger that killed one and injured nearly 20 in Charlottesville found that the vehicle was registered to Jerome Vengelhue. There's all his LinkedIn pages. Driver's name. 5 hours ago. I'm just looking for a IMBZ page first. Oh no. Oh no, Mr. Images. TB. Leftists who ran people over. Well, that's not him, is it? They do just recycle names though, like phone numbers. There's my LinkedIn if anyone's interested in seeing whatever's getting shared on there every 10 seconds. Right, look at this. Leftists who ran people over discussion. So it is all clearly stating here. His name's Challenger, the one that killed him. Shall we drag an article up about it? Hans Vengelhue. He is on the international movie. Oh, Hans Vengelhue. Can I give that all? Cold, transforming a very large. Have I still got IMBZ? No, yeah, that's why that's showing up in that search then, isn't it? Thought we got lucky then. Stuntman. GFV111. Is his leg just snapped there? See the way he's gone that way? Or is that his elbow? I mean, his kneecap. What's this tag? Is this a tag? Is this a tag? Right. Update Charlottesville driver who's still crowd in custody. Stay tuned. Right. So the press, the way you said, they just recycle names. Now the Charlottesville Police Chief Al Thomas or Virginia Secretary of Public Safety Brian Moran have provided a name for the suspect who ploughed into Antifa and other leftist protesters at Charlottesville as they marched against the Unite the Right rally. In the original report of the suspect had been retracted. Using it as sleuthing, Got News examined evidence suggesting 16-year-old Joe Vangelhoewe, whatever his name is, had driven the car in the fatal crash. Vangelhoewe. Why are they giving us this name? Why have they given us this? Vehemently denied on Facebook he was not the driver. I drive a 2009 Chevy Impala, not a Challenger. Fuck the internet. I'm not the one. I'm from fucking Michigan. He's fuming. This is priceless. Unlike the fake news media, the new media lives not by lies. Dun dun dun. He went to Vimeo High School in Detroit, Michigan. He's in a relationship with Brooklyn Marie Handy. Right, these are all. Why have to give us this name? Let's look. Let's see if we can find anything old. Nazi terrorist who killed protester and injured dozens. Right, that's not what I wanted to find. I want to find the meaning of this word. It's a weird word, I've never seen it. Belgium. No. Find out where it is. No. They got a fair and then that's telling me what I want to say. That was too up its own ass. I'm from Belgium, why are we not surprised? Number 10, Apollyon. Currently no meaning for Vangelhoewe. Family name or surname in Belgian languages. Vangelhoewe has 10 characters long in length. Ranked 238433. Have you looked into him, Johnny? Celebrities with that name, no one. How did he get things so wrong? Son's birthday the 18th. August is heating up. It is, isn't it? And not only that though, we had another thing which you need to pop up. And I'm probably like a week out to date with all my reports what I need to do now. But this seat's comfortable. Lucifer, the Lucifer, you had the stupid articles. Wouldn't you think that the press would be a little bit more sympathetic when posting articles all over the front of the newspaper saying Lucifer set to fry Europe as heatwave is expected. Now, so we were all sitting there expecting Lucifer to come and fry us and for it to be roasting. It's been raining every day in the UK since, so I don't know why they said that headline. But more to the point, we've had fires in this country since April now. It's been months and months of fires, if not in this country, in different countries. Let's not forget Portugal. The fire, what happened in Portugal the day after Grenfell. Portugal just went up in flames. Now, they were looking at in the Portugal fire, Portugal bushfires. Canada always gets them. But they were looking at in this Portugal bushfire to start pinning blames on nature, and then all of a sudden the story about 3 or 4 days later turned to a criminal investigation. Now I know who it was the satanic little freaks that wanted to start fires for Beltane and what have you. Or no, it was after Beltane, it was in fact the day after, as I said, Grenfell. Just to keep fire in the mindset. Even Trump again with his fire and fury, all the news reporters saying fire and fury, fire and fury. All we've heard is fire, 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 fire. Tomorrowland last week, fire. Unbelievable. James Alex Field sums to 19. LOL. That's why they changed it. Well, yeah, well, 19 means 7, 33, and 33. I was just trying to see it in there, Johnny. The 7. So the new name has an extra 33. Cool, cool, cool. If this just skipped down to the bottom. Yeah, right, so. They are, yeah, well spotted. They are always professional photographers as well. How the hell in random moments you get so many professional photography shots? How do you get so many people sitting down with like £5,000 cameras? It's unbelievable. That's why they changed it. Well, 19 means 733, so the new name is an extra 33. I think Oxford School main place, the main lane lines around Oxford, Joe Ox, and we've seen all the Ox, extra equals more power in their minds. Witness says that the police sealed off the streets for the protest. See his statement on YouTube channel Free Hopes Project. Tiffy, YouTube won't allow me to post a link. Yeah, go on, amigo. You need the moderator's banner. Taffy 123. You can now post a link in, mate. Crash Attack Charlottesville by YouTube channel. Come on. It says that the streets were sealed off by police. You said this earlier. Thanks, Taffy. Wow. JW 33. He had no social media pages earlier today. Not a single one. I just subbed to you all. Thanks, Clint. Thanks for doing that. I like it when people all start subbing each other. O'Neill, good catch. Thanks, Clint. Return the favour. Uncensored car Chris vid here.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Wait, come on. Holy shit! Holy shit!
There's the red flag. So the first person in the front that was hit by the first car, that was hit by the car behind. Watch. Right. What car is this here? Right, so it's just hit that person. And then it whacked this car now at this stage. It's the first motion that we're seeing. How's this car already smashed up? It was this one that's done it all. You see someone in between this one, I've seen someone clearly in between that one before. What was this car doing in the street, the front one? Was the only two cars driving down this whole street, this one here? Oh no, there's a CIA bus or something in front of them. Look at here, big reptile head. Do you reckon the red banners are the markers to be here? Is there loads of people with red banners? There's a lot of red in this scene. Put us to the next speed, put the sound back in at least. Just wanted to see that, but the quality is still... Watch this now. What's this little signal that he does?
Right, here you go.
Right, here you go. Dit is toch echt filmen, crew.
Right, here you go. Here you go.
Is this the same little bit of footage? Does this camera turn around from him doing that, or is that a cut back? Is that an outtake? Is that a cut back? Let me just watch him again now.
Here you go.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit!
Now what we're looking for now in this aftermath is the reaction, just all the people, because like when we phone Crisis Cast, the way she even says, well, a lot of the time, a lot of the actors don't act, they're just told to react. Do you know what I mean? Seeing a lot of reaction in the niche truck attacks, didn't we? When there was hundreds of people running down the streets on Bastille Day. A lot of reaction.
Okay.
So let's just read what this little plant says.
Saw some cars just ran over a whole bunch of protesters. A lot of people got hit. A lot of people got hit. That does not look good. That does not look good. She's got to be hurt. She's got to be hurt. There's a black woman driving in here. Okay. We need medics. We need ambulance. All right, there you go.
Unbelievable bastards. Good stuff. Now they're saying he injured nearly 20, so they're avoiding saying the 19. Changing all the little figures. The death went up to 3 as well, Johnny. Apparently now the deaths have gone up to 3. 10 people watching, thank you. Moron, lol. They're professional photographers. Superb, that just happened to be on the scene. Well said. Always Jimmy on the spot. LOL, love your laughs, Carl. Or J equals 10. X equals 6 and V equals 22 equals 11, 11. JXV, the card edge again. Still working on the card edge. Wow, GoFundMe's page. Oh yeah. Do you know what? Know what them GoFundMe pages are? Wow, one page is 80,000 already. Holy crap. We want to see. Heartless bastards. Michael Patterson. Comrades found themselves victims of a Nazi terror attack today in Charlottesville. Please donate what you can to pay for medical. Oh my God. 80k for protesters. Here's the page itself. These are just how they all launder all the money to each other and how they pay all the crisis actors and everything. This is how the crisis actors all get paid. Breaking Bad style, the way that they launder the money through GoFundMe pages. That's just what these governments all do. Pages of the little bonuses through GoFundMe for terror attacks. Comrades found themselves the victims of a Nazi terror attack today in Charlottesville, VA. Please donate what you can to pay for medical expenses. Sadly, one person has died from the attack. Funds will be used to pay for medical expenses of all those, regardless of membership. So, what's stopping us then tomorrow using the laws where you're allowed to create fake news like these freaks all do all the time, right? So, why can't we go out tomorrow, all of us all get together in Hangouts, all come up with a big script, right? And then, wait, look at the size of that star over there. I'm gonna have to get the telescope back out. Not even messing. That's too big for me not to. Because I want to see them in the colours. I want to see if we see some spectrums. That's too big. Completely took my mind off what I was talking about. Staring at the stars. Right. What was my point? I would have been talking. Breaking Bad, money laundering, bonuses, crisis actors' wages, GoFundMe accounts. 2 and 2 together. Right. Wow, one page is 80k. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Pages made before the attack. Yeah. Was the GFM started yesterday? GoFundMe page. Let's have a look. Because like we seen with the Manchester accounts that were set up, the Manchester GoFundMes, they were set up. The Manchester attack happened 10:33 allegedly. Right? Giving you just 1 hour and a half until it was the next date. Okay. But we seen the Manchester attack ones were actually still set up on the 22nd, meaning that they were set up within 1 hour and a half. How could anyone have been told that people had died by then? Confirmed, identified. Parents had to go and identify bodies. There's no way within 1 hour and 27 minutes they were identifying bodies. How the fuck on God's planet was a GoFundMe page set up within 1 hour and 27 minutes? Please, seriously, big question. So when was this set up? When was the first donation? Oh, there's gone 80,000 and it's gone up through. Just like, oh, I'll be here forever, won't I? And this is just all the governments with all fake names. And the computers just firing fake names out. And the governments are all just paying each other. Look. Hey. Government, normal person, government, government payments, government payments, government payments, government payment, government payments, government payments, government payments, government payments. They have to put the normal people in every now and then, probably still a shill. Government payments, government payments, government payments, government payments, government payments, government payments. Lawnmower man, well, fake people, not even real, not even real, just the email address and a bank account. Fake people. Fake people. Or government payments. Just recycling people's names. See how many names they put in before they have 2 more of these anonymouses again. Here's another one. $5. Page is probably made before then. I found me because fraud and steal from the common people. GoFundMe is one of the biggest cons going. Agreed. Karen! Hey. Hello. Physics text. Thanks you from hell. She put up the GoFundMe page. We're still lying in the street waiting for a paramedic. Exactly, illusion shattered. Yeah, so we need to all write our own little script anyway. And have a big load of terror and just do something, and then like we can all set up GoFundMe pages then, can't we? And get like £80,000 in 2 hours. And share it. Fake event. Albert Talk on Liverpool. What can I do? Crappy News Network. Learn the Jesuits order says Crappy News Network doesn't have talent. CIA, the crisis actors are too retarded for the job. They all go off charging, chasing on the car. They all go charging off, chasing the car on foot. Actors, they don't sound scared, they sound excited. Oops, the camera vids only cover snatches on purpose, but always such bad crisis actors. Yep. Sure sounds like it. Yeah, let's have a look, let's have a look, let's have a look. Watch Non's Cold by Scouser. Okay. The Scousers like me, I'm a Scouser, where we're from Liverpool people. People who live in Liverpool, we get called Scousers, and we call ourselves Scousers.
Stitches like nobody got it on you, have we? No, you've got halfway. Told me that again, I'll put you to sleep. That's all this one. Oh shit! Call me back one more time. Call me back one more time. Call me back. Call me back. Call me back. You should be second. Call me back. I want to squash them. You haven't got to a pub yet. Call me like, I'll be off myself for 10 minutes. Call me back. What are you doing, you fucking arm, man? It's about to put you to sleep. Like I said to what you do with coming down here with a clip. What is that laser to? Call me back one more time. Yeah, because it's funny. Call me back. I know I can't just take the pencil to record it. It's funny. Call me back one more time. See what happens.
He's the one from Liverpool. This isn't getting filmed in Liverpool. He's not from Liverpool. The people he called are not from Liverpool. He's from Liverpool. He's just a delivery man or something. Come on a job and ends up in this argument with this nonce with these paedophile trainees and paedophile socks and paedophile shorts, paedophile colour t-shirt and a paedophile jumper, drinking his paedophile can with his paedophile baldy head. Giving this man shit, and he's just turned around then and says, "Are you recording that, are you?" He's just being just alright, he's not, you can tell he's just getting pissed about by this pisshead paedophile.
I don't call me back one more time. Look at this. He's doing it. Call me back one more time. See? I'm bored. I'm bored as well. You're not ready to video? Yeah. They call me back. Hit me. Call me back. You said that. Call me back.
He called him a shit house.
I'm not fucking down. Listen, you're right on that video. Obviously, you're not. Obviously, you're obviously, you're fucking stupid. You're a fucking job. What? You're a fucking job. Got kids to fucking pay for. Got one father fucking boy. I said one with you. What? I said one with you.
What did it say?
You say, what the fuck are you on about? He's saying, I've got a kid, I've got a job, and he's just talking crap to him, and he's just saying, what the fuck are you going on about? What are you going on about? He's going, he sells drugs and he's going, yeah, I do, yeah, and what, yeah.
Oh, listen, where is he more? I finished for you kids.
What did he say?
I'm fed up with the kids.
Yeah, they are.
Fucking water, you fucking prick. Fiddle with your fucking kids.
No,
Don't get again later, I'm gonna put you in the fucking hospital. I fucking warned you. You fucking stupid. Don't put my kids again. Fucking fiddling with kids.
Fucking fiddling with kids. Absolute quality. That's how we should deal with the likes. Thank you, I enjoyed that. The person screaming, oh God, and filming, this is Faith Goldie, LOL. Is that who she is? She looked like she's some sort of like little model wannabe. I was thinking she's taking selfies here walking along. Who's Faith Goldie? She a news reporter? CNN. Canadian investigative journalist. Plant. How many followers has she got? Yeah, Plant. Unbelievable. Just watched Rebel feed from Charlottesville. Absolutely wrong. And see, 1, 2, 3. All this up very suddenly, isn't it? You can do all this, they could have just done all this. The woman in the middle, not so much, but they could have just been stunt men. No, they're doing films. I wasn't aware the police had released the driver's ideology. I consistently disavow violence. Remember that your sides are all kind to a peaceful march today. You're literally sliding with terrorists. So siding with them. According to an interview with Faith Goldie right now, recording an interview. Stefan Molyneux. Great Goldie caught this on Periscope. She just happened to just be exactly right there. Here we go. As soon as she says, here we go, bang, all the red flags everywhere on this little corner. Calm down, people. Double standards. Thanks for that, you know, Johnny. And she has a look of a little attention-seeking bitch of it, about it. Definitely, Johnny, especially if not expecting it. Video, okay, will do, Matrix. Are they counting the car attack? Are they counting to the car attack? Sounds like it. That's what she said when she said, here we go. Just have to see where you're up to there. They all go charging off, chasing the car on foot. I think people overacted. The screaming and chaos was overacted. In my channel's YouTube playlist called Sandy Hook and Hoaxes, there's lots of them in sort of order if they happened. Well done, Clint, well done. That's gone on over the years, that mate, so well done. They'll all go off charging the car on foot, says Johnny, they did. There's a little particular instance of someone who we'll go back and find as well, and she looks like a fake actor. She's helping someone on the floor, and they always just helping someone on the floor, but looking at the cameras, twisting their head. They don't get scared, they sound excited. If the camera vids only cover snatches on purpose, but always such bad crises. Good morning, blessings, good today, miss so much. Good morning, Karen. CNN don't have talent, CIA. Crisis actors are too retarded for the job. She's always presenting stage. She's always presenting staged events. Fate. Goldie. Greeting Karen. Hey Karen, Illusion Shattered says hello Karen as well. Yeah, the GoFundMe pages went up within a minute of the attack. Does everyone know the earth is flat? Money laundering totally. Hi everyone, I'm looking at my laptop. With answering the phone, I'm getting clever. Girl. Not globe, 100%. No globe. Snow globe. Look out the window, it looks like the flattest thing I've ever seen. All walked on my whole entire life. Oops, Karen. Sorry I've not heard this. I've been staring at the stars and watching the transgender shit. They're teaching BAME's outrageous. The stars are brilliant. I want to try and get out and record some of them for the last little hour lately, but it won't be on this stream. I'll do it from the other layout. On the observatory layout on the other computer. She put up the GoFundMe page while still laying on the street on the floor waiting for a paramedic. Yeah, literally you can do though, that's what you can do. Nowadays. Thank you from hell. Was that the predictive programming where you said from hell? Did you try and say from here? It's a mate, I find fraud and steal from the... While I'm in London, I will catch a cheap train to Liverpool to see Enchanted LifePath, for example, then Skype anyone who is far away. We need to start doing more stuff and becoming more active, don't I? That'll be the next stages. It is all in my plans, it is indeed. Let's see where we're up to here. Oh my god, this is hilarious. Which is that? Then by our own island away from nutters. Let's have a look. GoFundMe is one of the biggest cons going. It needs to be shut down for making the government more money. It does. I will have one go fucking fund Karen to poke the government right over the top. Love it. We can all have one together, become millionaires. People wonder what has happened if everyone knows just owns their own little independent businesses and what have you. If we all just sold everything that we all had and put it all into a trust, or like, I don't want to sound a little bit one rails order here, but just put them all into a trust, all sold our stuff off, didn't let none of the elites or none of the councils buy everything, and then as we all sold our stuff off and put it all into the trust, or all our stuff was all in a big people's trust or something, and then the people's trust got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and suddenly had more money than like the big businesses and the big corporations that have been pushing. Say say on a local scale, you got bigger than local, and then you got bigger than regional, and then you got bigger than maybe a town, and then you all have more money than a city. Wonder what would happen if something like that happens, and then everyone's just said for one day, hang on, we're not going to work today, we're having a national strike, and then half the country would be crippled financially and everything anyway, but it would come with a bit of chaos because no milk could get delivered, no babies could get fed, no nappies would get changed, no medicines would be delivered, prescriptions wouldn't be picked up, because petrol, there'd be no petrol in no cars, and no oil would be getting delivered quick, so you'd literally fucking ruin the country within a day. So that's why it's like, it's not good to think like that, or to even to do stuff like that. But these bastards have got too much power, too much money, and it does need sharing out. The people that all do all this false acting won't have a good time in the end with that money, locked up on desert islands, living under cages. Do you know what? They get told that they're getting money, and then it wouldn't surprise me if they get like put on holiday, and then while they're on holiday, James Bond comes along and shoots them in the head, so they can't ever speak. That's no fight. LOL. Then buy our own islands away from these nutcases. Oh my god, this is hilarious. Agree with Love and Ireland to put the nutters away. Of the rest of the world, even better. Pedos are getting pedos are getting brave, whereas before as they weren't so blatant. Now they're everywhere now. It's getting glorified though, aren't they? Please pay them £10,000 and send them to a brothel full of children. Unbelievable. Like I said before, it's like giving someone a gamble. Look, 11 watching and 16 thumbs up, which is 9/11. Like I said before, though, giving a paedophile £10,000 and sending them to the child brothel, which is what the police done, in return for information of what happened inside the child brothel. And why didn't you just go and raid the child brothel and get them all out of there instantly? Stop them crimes being committed instantly. Instead of giving some paedophile £10,000 to go and sit in the child brothel, flashing the cash, and then rewarding them with £10,000, and then saying, oh look, we had to pay this paedophile £10,000, but don't worry, because we got the convictions. But now everyone's glory, or the police certainly, not everyone's glorifying paedophiles, but where's the outrage? Pedos are getting brave. This is the type of thing we're talking about here. Would have punched his lights out. State Clint says, all us here should meet up and hang out, have a beer or a coffee. We should, and there's more of us as well. There's more of us. Lad, someone who's done very well in setting up a WhatsApp page here in Liverpool over a year ago now, and that does very well. It's called, oh, what's it called? Forgot what it's called. Unbelievable, just popped out of my head. I remember in the moment though. All those issues run for president and prime minister. Yep, State Clint says we all scattered across the world, and I like that. I like that. Yep, it does, but we soon to be above money. I'm in the States, Clint. Illusion Shattered is in the States. I'm here to eternity. I'm not sure. Central Texas. Wait. My dad was from Texas, Houston, Texas. I am actually half Texan. It's where I get my fighting spirit from. Being half Texas and half Liverpool. Quite immortal. Someone's worst nightmare. Florida. Cool. That's good. From here to eternity on 40 acres of pure bliss. Quality. Nice. While I'm in London, I would catch a cheap train or a coast to Liverpool to see Enchanted LifePath, for example. Well, I'd just catch you could come up here and I'd return the favour as well. Every time I went to London, it drove me bonkers, but that's because people are like, no, I'm not even telling you what way to go in the street. So it'd be nice to go to London and to actually someone to speak to, yeah. It would. Because there's a lot of people in London on this channel. I've got mates on in there in London now. I have. Every time I've just been, like I was there a couple of years ago trying to get me American passport, in fact. because I wanted to go to Spain when I wanted to go to Spain, and there was a catastrophe in the English passport department, and they had backlogs which was going to last about 10 weeks to get your passport, and I wanted to go now. So I went out, I booked in for my appointment to go and get my American passport, and went down to London. That was the last time I was in London. Went to the American embassy, and what they said to me is, I had what I thought was normal identification and normal procedure protocol stuff to present to do it, because my mum and dad are both dead, obviously, so it was a little bit difficult getting stuff together. But what they said to me is I had to find proof of my dad's schooling, and I thought that was a bit strange. That was a bit South Park counter. It was, so that's just why I didn't get my American passport anyway, and just then waited for my English one, which I've got in my pocket here for some reason. I had to take it out today. No tornadoes, right? Morning, Carl. Lemon yellow. Oh my God, good to see you. Hey, that made my night. It did. Morning, Carl. You an insomniac as well? I always have been. Yep. Morning, Lemon. Hello, Karen. Yeah, I have always been insomniac. We're going to look for the meteor showers soon, unless fuck. Come on, that was Venus coming up that before probably. I come in here at like 1 o'clock. Been here now for 3 hours and 33 minutes. Dun, dun, dun. I think I come on about 1 o'clock. And the hope it hasn't gone too bright now for this. I've got still got stuff to do. I've got everyone insomniac. I have the whole YouTube, my sort of viewers in insomniac mode, the ones in UK. Karen will tell you. Yeah, saying that, they won't let us get that big. They won't. Money also brings another set of problems, material gain. It's good to see you, Lemon Yellow, as well. We'll catch up again shortly. James Bond, Ella, piss myself laughing. Hi all. Did you see that British news? Yes, I agree with that. They got the bastards. The pedo that got 10 grand, he will be jailed too. Agent provocateur. Yep. The police only used him. He's done his job. Dave Vacken just put a video up titled, "Did alt-right shoot down VA State Police?" I love talking with like-minded people. Karen's at home in here. London is fast. It is fast. Wow, for a passport. Yeah, I had to go there. Because that's where the American embassy is. Liverpool is the first place to have a consulate, but not no more. So we have to go to London. Grosvenor Square. I will have to be going to them again one day. I've always got too many bones to pick with them people down there because they got completely shit on. But that's another story. But yeah, that's where you have to go, Grosvenor Square. Big, massive phoenix, or the eagle, like the big American eagle, on top of the building. The storm is thick, says from here to eternity. Yeah, sweet mate, let's get a few hangouts at the pub sometime in the future, and we can all live hang out too. I know we can. If it weren't so late now, and I need a drink, something to eat, and probably close this up soon. People are still just coming in, only just coming in like now though. So it's hard to pull away. It is, especially when you haven't been on all week. I've been fucking about loads and messing about. I shouldn't have swore that. Messing about. So I haven't been on. I have not been on. There at it with you, Carl, for your passport. It was, I thought it was like, that was like South Park. But yeah, I didn't get it anyway. Didn't get it. And that's what they said to me. Show some of your school photos and stuff. I'm not even messing. So I took in all the usual stuff, what you think, right, that's normal. And then they told me that, yeah, get proof. The only thing is, though, my dad was like about 60 something when he died. He died in 92. So you think about it, he's probably about 100 now if he was alive. And I was looking, thinking, how am I going to find these? A school photo? For all I know, cameras weren't even out. when he was in school. How do I know? How am I ever going to find out what school he... And when you type in the surname, because my passport, even my UK one, it's just got my name and then the surname bit. It says Junior, Junior, and even Johnny or from here to eternity or anyone, the Americans will tell you in here. When you're a junior in America or your suffix name at the end, that goes onto your passport. So my passport actually says the full battle title on it. It says the junior on the end, not the JNR, it's JUNIR. So then it's a bit weird sometimes here in the UK using my UK passport with an American American formula name on it, because people will think like, I've had a few people saying like banks and whatever you're saying. That's weird. That's weird. Your name's written on there, weird. I'm like, yeah, that's American. And like, yeah, do you know that's why? So it has happened before. I've had the conversation. They're at it with your car for your passport, cheeky bastards. That was a few years ago now, that. It was a good few years ago. I just ended up waiting for me thingy one. So let's say that was in about September. And I just wanted to just go then, but I ended up waiting then until November or something. Till I got my passport, then I'd planned more, then I'd paid more rent up towards where I was moving to. And then I left England in the February, the February, I was right first time. So that was then. My youngest son has his passport, has master on it. Because that's what we are when we're children. I remember that. If you ever get letters sent to you as a child, that's what they say on them. Master, because you're not Mister yet. So I remember that for some reason. But because all my checks used to come from Master Carl, blah, 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 off my dad's pension from the US Air Force. So all the checks that used to come and used to just get signed. And I had the signature before I could even write. But that way I was signing checks for people, weren't I? All my money was going missing. Yeah, but that's another story. Bastards. Like, there's still managed to be 13 people watching here now, so thank you very much to every single person who's watching. I'm gonna shoot off now, I think, because I've been here for 3.5 hours and time for a drink. I need a smoke now too, and I need something to eat. And I think, I'm not sure. Right, let's just do one thing before we go. There's one left. I just want to find something out, because we've had meteor showers all night over us. In fact, I've done a time lapse. Yeah, there's the nice star back again. Right, in fact, I've done a time lapse photography earlier on in the night. Taking a photograph every 5 minutes for 3 hours, just setting the camera on the window ledge and leaving it, basically putting it in the dark out there. And I'm doing it all the time. I've been doing quite a lot of it this week. It actually looks quite nice, the photographs I'm getting. So what tonight's one does, you see the moon coming up, you see the moon going up there fast like that, but you also see a few lights coming in the sky, and I think I catch a shooting star. I think we catch a shooting star in one of them. I think we might actually catch one of the meteorites in the time lapse from tonight. So I had it in scene selection, I had it in not automatic, but scene recognition. Just open that it is, not trying to mess around with the focus, the autofocusing too much, but recognise that it was pointing at a black sky and the moon. So it have the apertures right and what have you. I still haven't learned nothing about these cameras. It all goes in one ear, not the other. And there's a lot to take in with it. It's not just as easy as you think. I need to change all of these. I need to stop this going to this category. I do. Because it's only the daily motion links. I have actually stopped it today, in fact, so that won't happen no more. I need to delete them all. Look how many it's on. No. No, that weren't that many. Right. It's just a list starting again. come over here because I'm just going to see more information. And this is where all these little observatory pages are going. I have put a cool playlist onto the observatory screen's layout now of all the photographs that have been taken this week of the moon. Got some good yellow ones when the moon actually looked yellow. Instead of like sorting the light out and making it turn it white, they actually captured the yellowness in the moon as well. So they're not on this page yet, but they're on the layout here. On this layout here, they are now on this half of that screen there. Okay, chemical sunrise, morning attack. Why is that one not? Now then, David well in his what's up with the chat box? You have to expand it. Don't be able to chat because advert opens up over it. No way. Cool, I didn't know that. Didn't know that, David. Nice one, mate, because you'll still be watching over in the chat here. What I've come here for is just to literally do this. I'm so sorry for going off a little bit on a tangent, but what I've come for is anyone who comes to this page, this is where all the work through the observatory is on this page. There's no need for you to go anywhere else, really. Click here for more daily info on the observatory. So it just takes us through to this earthsky.org/tonight. Star hot Perseid meteorite. Let's see these there. The peak of the annual Perseid meteor shower is happening this weekend. You may already have seen a Perseid or two streaking across the summer sky, if not, try looking late at night on August 12th, hopefully before moonrise. That's when I've got, I know I've got shooting stars in that time lapse, or we've got from before. Not time lapse, more like time lapse photography. This is what it looks like. And we've also caught an airplane on there as well. It looks cool, you know, it's a good one. It's one of the better ones that I've caught this week. And this star up there that's out in the sky, that literally needs the telescope zooming in on it because it's that big. I hope to God I'll be able to capture it. But I do need a drink before I go off and try and capture stars on telescopes. Something to eat as well. The annuals, just looking for the time. Just all night then. I want to know what direction to look, and do you know why I haven't been able to do that this week? Because again, my iPhone's not working, it hasn't done for months or nothing. But that was like one of my little offices. It's like my little mini office in my pocket. I've got so many things all set up in that, all my folders and everything. There's a lot in that for me when I get that fixed again one day. But it's also just got my compass in it and the night sky charts, where I used to just sit there on my telescopes and go boom and just know exactly what way I'm looking. At the moment, I'm a little bit blind when I'm looking at the sky because my phone, I literally can't download no apps on it. It just fills it with memory daily, and you know how they are. So I can't get them particular apps back. So when I'm looking in the sky, it's good that the moon's been out and for us to have a look at that. And I understand, obviously, let's look at other things and what have you. And I will have got other lenses, and when I build up other lenses and what have you, to look further or a little bit more closer or pick out particular stars and tell you what we're looking at and find stars. This one out there tonight's too tempting for me. I have got to go and capture it. And we have got quite a chemical looking morning sky. So I'll probably put both the camera and the telescope on when I come back on in a bit. But I don't really talk on that because I'm still trying to fix the CPU. It's going high with the OBS broadcaster. It does stay low enough for me to stream the sound, but as soon as I stick the mic on, whether it be the computer's mic, the built-in microphone, a pair of earphones with the microphone on it, like the iPhone ones always seem to be the best a few years ago, and like this new mic, I've got a new mic now, and I can't use it with me layout. I want to use all my good layouts and my good stuff together, but the CPU rapage which takes place in OBS is stopping me from doing that. And it decks me out, which is why I just want a big massive PC in the end one day, just so I can use OBS. That's it. It's just gone on all around the world. But once again, no, considering I haven't been on all week, it is good just to see so many people here. There's 15 people watching now. I will be back on the channel in about the next, say 30 minutes or something. And trying to zoom in on this star just for a little bit, just while I relax for the last little half an hour of the darkness. There's chemtrails in that sky. Big, massive chemtrails already. So I'm going to have to work quick if I do want to get something, if I do want to see the stars, get the long camera, get something like that on camera, documented in the little observatory part. Because the chemtrails are going to cover the sky shortly. What's selenium? What is selenium? Hair is totally flat. Clint, 444, is your comments, research flat earth. I will. I'm in London, UK now. It's all flat. Yeah, look out the window. All of it's flat. I'll show you how to my one. Show you. But what you do with the cameras though as well. Yeah. And I promise you, all of this has just been like beta testing this week. What I've done, just a lot of little testing. So you'll see all of this sort of layout improve in theory. But then as I start improving my equipment rapidly and as best I can, and seeing like upgrading like zooms on my cameras and then spot a camera like for like more or less the same price as ones that I've got now, but with the better zooms. It's the way I've worked it all along. So see where we go. But I'm just rethinking everything as well at the minute. Just trying to keep our noses clean. Johnny, stay clean, illusion shattered. Karen, from here to eternity. Lemon yellow. Free woman was in earlier. We've had a few people in tonight. There's 13 people even still now watching. I'm just saying good night now, basically, because I need to go and get a drink. And I think I'm in a race against time with these chemtrails and any possible chance of getting some of these stars on film. So I want to go and have a drink, sit down for 20 minutes, have a coffee, something to eat, and come and get back on. But again, no, I can't speak on the other layout. I'll have a go. I will try, but I don't think the CPU will let me. So see what happens. Just looking for other people who Pure Matrix. Thank you for coming in once again. Stay clean again. Illusion Shattered. Thank you. Apps 420. Nice one for popping in with that. Thank you. Taffy 123. Thank you as well also. Johnny, thanks for all your little cryptic work, what you've done in there as well. Thank you. Some good shouts. And you, stay Clint as well. We've seen Ben Copley come in to the chat earlier. And you know what, I read every one of them off as well, don't I? Marcus W. Wright, that's who I was looking for. Thank you, because you were in earlier and you're also stuck up for me against someone in one of the chats before. So thank you for that. I was looking for you there, mate. I was. So it has been Enchanted LifePath TV. It's been a good night as well. It's been good to come back and speak. I've been in my own little world all week and it's been horrible. It has been horrible, so it's good to come and speak. Yeah, we do need to crack the open line sessions a little bit more as well. I do, because this week I haven't nearly spoke. It's been one of them weeks where I haven't nearly spoke to no one. And it's always boring like that. I'm a little bit too lively for that, so. And then I've missed not speaking to all the users as well at the same time, obviously. This has been Enchanted LifePath TV. I'm too hungry. And I'm going to shoot off now, because the sky looks brilliant and I need to go and record it for you, document it. So thanks for watching. Everyone's done well tonight and speak soon. The chat, by the way, does stay open for around about 10-15 minutes after it. So you can stay in and talk in it and finish your little conversations off with each other as you go along there. So yeah, the chats do and generally stay open for another 10 or 15 minutes after it gets ended here. So we can still say good night to each other and whatever. So thank you to everyone. Thank you, Johnny. Thanks. Thank you. Enjoy the videos there as well before I make it. I like sarcasm. Very much. You do it well. It's brutal. My time. Current chemtrails here are rootless in this country. We do get them just as bad. People do get them all over the world though as well. Hey, look, we're still stuck on this 9/11. 11 watching, 16 thumbs up. Much love, Carl. Thank you, Johnny. You wake up congested. Yeah, you do. I'm getting tingly at the top of my throat and my nose now. But look, there's a big massive chemtrail right under that star. Nobody wreck me shot. As I know the camera won't get that. The camera won't get it. Just get the moon perfect. You should see some of the photos I've got of the moon in the slideshow in a moment when I do put the other one back on live. Because I put them in before. Some brilliant and they are like more or less proper full 1080 HD type resolution images. So that's good. That's why I'm looking to build on my cameras again. I'll end up with a 4K one soon, but I keep them all low so one day I can do multiple angles. So you see what way that all goes as well. I'm trying. I've got the morning light one with the 1 star. I love sarcasm. The morning light with 1 star. It's darkness out of that window and complete daylight over in that window. It's so weird. I have literally, look over my right shoulder, complete darkness. And over that one, daylight, sorry, I'm in like a gaming rocking chair there, that's the noises. Yeah, daylight, right, I need to take a nice little photo of that as well. So, come back in a bit and I'll try and get some shots of this star just before we start going to sleep. But everyone go and have something to eat and a good drink and whatever. Unless you probably have been while I've been sitting here talking and haven't. This is Enchanted LifePath TV. Good to speak to everyone again. Good to see everyone here. Good to see everyone here so much. So, yeah, it has been Enchanted LifePath TV. Charlottesville, 1Z, 19 inches, blatant 9/11, gold is green, 77, GB in a 7, mum 66, daughter 33, stabs, cryptic corkers left, right and centre, 9/11, 63. Sorry, 66, 33 and 77. It's been a little day of frenzies for these little codes in the media and he loves it once again. But we come over and has a little go at taking them out and exposing them. So this has been Enchanted LifePath TV. Thanks for watching and speak soon.